signal to the furthest reaches of space. A message asking why, without a reply, floating endlessly. All of the faces that pass in front of me. All of the solid colors that make up the how and why of you and me. Of you and me.
feeling? How we feeling, everybody? Big day out there today on the internet. Ben reviews things is coming at you with the pop, with the bust. Hope everyone's doing well. We got a big day already, big day ahead of us as well. So yeah, just to recap where I'm at, I will be streaming twice today, so pre-stream and night stream. So I could not, I have to. Plus, the kids are off from school today, so it's been a big family day for me. Trying to keep up with it myself, but yeah, it's tough. So we're doing what we can. I'm keeping my eye on Twitter as you do. So, but tonight, just in case you don't know, tonight what we will be doing. Oh, he went live already. He went live already. But yeah, so tonight we will do this. Debunking the debunk part 1. So we will watch the. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I want to cover the card for anti-distortion here. There you go. Drip tips. Snort Hogan. Go. There you go. So we will have the debunk part 1 tonight, and I will have Doomer Ziggy in the house. Doomer Ziggy is a lore master of higher degree than I am, way higher than me. So Doomer Ziggy will be in the house for that to help me get through the part 1 of the documentary. So when DSP says something, we will be there to tell you the truth. It'll be a live fact check coming at you tonight. So that'll start whenever the night stream starts. We'll be there for that one. For this, we will just watch the pre-stream, and then we will end it, because is he going to pretend to play a game for that? Or what is he doing today? Trying to play a game after that? We'll see, but we'll see how it goes. But he is live already. He is firing up chat, so let me get that ready for you here. Philip did post this today. You know what this is called? Trying to get the attention back on me. Right? So, guys, attention on me, please. Down from the rafters, am I gonna show ya? That's what he's gonna do. Get ready for some serious acts about that fucking joke. That's what it's gonna be. I think, yeah, all eyes on me, guys. Remember, I'm the subject of this documentary. Don't forget it. That's what it fucking is. You know it. So let's see. Philip is in chat. I will get the chat up for you here in a second. Hang on. It's been a rush day here. Philip said, wow, has the Premiere system ever crashed before? That's how cool I am, guys. I made the Premiere system crash. Yeah. Oh my God. So look, okay, here, I'll show you the tweets. It's better if I don't say and just show you. So hang on, we'll get there. Okay, we're back. Bada bow, bada bow. Okay, so DSP says, good morning, King all. That must be some kind of king speak. I don't know yet. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check it out live. Wow, has the Premiere system ever crashed before? Wow. Well, I'm sure he's happy. Yes, of course, even though I just promoted it again on Twitter. It was very entertaining. Kind of cool to see your beginnings. The BMW looked really sweet. Philip responds, it was a nice car, but I never really cared about it being a BMW, just that it drove well. So why'd you get 2 of them then? I didn't really care about it being a BMW. Right. Definitely truth. Very much truth there. Why'd you get another BMW then? Why didn't you lease a Toyota? A Camry? That would have been a lot less money if you didn't care about the BMW part of it. But nope, that was more important than paying Rambo and Howard. Don't forget that shit. Anyways. Yes, it is an economy car. It's lower for low-income individuals. Leasing, again, is for low-income individuals. I don't know if you guys knew that. Aloha Snack Bar in the house says Joon's stream has gout. Yep, we heard about it. It did go down, but it doesn't matter. Enough people to watch that. Don't worry. Yeah, I was thinking, should we call it a debunk of a debunk or just spunk? I thought I could just call it a spunk, but then Derek would get too excited. So Kevin says, Kevin in the house was the popcorn. Legendary Kevin. Big ups Aloha Snack Bar. Gwen, I did not say big ups to you enough. Big ups Aloha Snack Bar. Splody Jesus says Phil's spin is going to throw off the Earth's rotation. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Because, he's not going to be able to not respond right now. Right? He's just going to try to do a normal stream right now. That's why I'm doing this. Because he's just going to do a normal stream right now. All right, guys. Ignore the extreme not slander, truthful documentary being shared about me right now. And let's talk about games. That'll be fun. Ben reviewed things with the bust. Big ups, Ben reviewed things. Anthony Distortion said, "It's time, Joon." No, he's not going to debunk now, Kolaku. He's debunking tonight. Tonight's the debunk. We are debunked tonight. That's on the schedule, according to DSP Gaming's community page. And that's always truthful. So let's check the community page. And yeah, my first stream is a live big podcast discussing today's Joon the King doc and some other positive announcements, news, and more. No worries, I'm reacting to the doc starting on my late stream. So, we'll see it. Friday, all Friday again. Son of a bitch. All right, we'll see about that. So yeah, I'll be streaming every single night stream. 1, 2, 3, 4. Monday to Thursday, we'll be not letting Philip lie to you on the night stream. And we'll be there. Jada Rees in the house says, "It time go. For detractors have been eating good." Definitely. Oh, I'll watch the intro then if it's that good. Hold on, let's see. He's not on. I'll watch the intro. Boat Knight says, "You got a bottle of whale tail gin to celebrate?" Well, wish I could, but no. Aid in the house says, "I got a feeling that the king streak may be coming to an abrupt end." Well, Aid, big ups, but I don't think so. Tension will make the tension from this will keep the streak going at least this week, because that's how it works. Like even in a case of like horrible, let's say like when Boogie got cancer, lied of cancer, if he does a live stream that day, you still get dent money because it's just a big event and people love to support for those kind of big events. So he'll still get the streak. Absolutely, this streak is continuing this week. Yeah. So real quick, let's watch the beginning of it at least. Cyclops86 says, "Let's talk about Hogan's taint pulls." Oh, okay. I do love those kind of pulls.
Thank you for re-upping your membership. I appreciate that.
I'll keep my eye on the stream, make sure we don't miss it. But let's see the beginning. Okay, let's watch the intro. Okay, let's watch the intro. This is my first watching here, so we're not gonna watch much, but I'll watch the first intro.
Darkside Phil is a game creator and former fighting game aficionado that has existed in the online realm for
Great
over 2
choice
decades.
for the first
He has
drop.
participated in the inception of Let's Plays, but has hardly evolved alongside them.
Yes.
Where most creators benefit from their window of fame, Phil, through insane spending habits, has almost nothing to show for it.
Correct.
It was only in 2020 that he filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy, where the documents revealed his situation being even more insane than previously thought.
All right.
Yes.
Due to
Thank
his
you for
open
re-upping your
nature
membership.
and
I
that he'll
appreciate
belittle
that.
his audience members while simultaneously petitioning them for donations.
Correct.
I need the money to pay bills, and I need the
Well, I'm impressed by this intro. I'll tell you that. Holy shit. Can't get much better than that.
money to do regular day-to-day shit.
Lie about his finances and inaccurately
Hey,
portray
piece of
criticisms
peas.
against him, he has few allies left.
Uh-huh.
Content creators, large, small, new, and old, avoid him due to this and the unique community of trolls that follow him.
Yes,
Varying
that's
widely
us.
in intentions and actions, these trolls share the commonality of hating Phil and archiving his fumbles to great lengths.
Uh-huh.
There exists a spreadsheet that is updated almost daily that tracks nearly every donation, the top donator, when the stream began, and what game was played. That's not
So this is okay. Let me just do it. Pre-bunking the debunk. Phil's gonna pause on that. Say, see, who else has to do this? Who else has to go through this? Like that's gonna be a big see, they're crazy.
at all. There are several search engines designed to search his over 70,000 videos that even have options to show the trend of word usage. And of course, a forum with over 280,000 posts discussing him, not including side threads that would greatly inflate them.
Oh God! Look at these. Look at these screen names.
While Phil is covered to great lengths, information is hardly ever centralized or easily consumed, prompting the creation of reasonably shorter videos dissecting different elements of his life.
I wonder if these are handpicked. Great to see these thumbnails in the wild. You know what I mean?
This video, perhaps unreasonably so, will attempt to tackle it all.
What's this? The dark side. Ah, okay. Dark side of the moon was the reference there. All right. Well, we're gonna stop there. We do have to get to business here because this is gonna be the thing that's overlooked because everyone's watching the documentary. So we want to make sure Philip doesn't get too insane here in the pre-stream. That's the goal. Paul Itborough says, "I have my doubts about the Hogans. I'm such a fool. Never doubt. Never fucking doubt." All right. So Phil is not in chat anymore. Let's see. It's still the same thing. Wow, the Review Tech USA documentary peaked at 3,000 views on the premiere.
All right. Thank you for re-upping your membership. I appreciate that.
Oh, God. Amazing. The tractors were absolutely felted in chat. I don't think that was the case from what people have told me, but you guys tell me. Were we felted in the chat? The only thing I saw was a screenshot of everything saying, everyone saying 17 when Panda was on or something. I saw that. Someone said that. It's 17, 17, 17, 17. Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's see the comments. The comments are very funny. Oh, we got Monkey Spank in the chat. Big ups. Monkey Spank is in Philip's chat. There you go, Monkey Spank. Nice to see you. Let's see if that name lasts. But the comments are fucking gold. So like, that's not true. That's out of context. That's a funny story because actually my detractors have made me look bad by showing other people things I said in the past. That's not true. I'm not discussing that. I'm not going to prove that wasn't me, but it wasn't me. Now, guys, please tip. Amazing. Level 1 podcast. What happened? I have no hate boners for any account. Oh, here we go. Darkside Phil protects PDFs. It's a very true screen name. It says, sad pins as super chat is gone, but it got 1K thumbs up and 1K comments. Just educating the masses. What was the super chat, Dark? I think I saw it on Twitter, though, actually, didn't I? I think I did. Fuck, what was it? I'll find it. But yeah, I saw it was interesting with that screen name, too. I mean, what else do you need? The screen name is enough for him to have a reaction to that. Yeah, fun day, man. Fun day. I'm going to blindly assume eternal downfall is an understatement. Uh-huh. This dude is like the cockroach of YouTube. He won't go away no matter what happens. DSP, the retconning begins. A decade of failure versus eternal downfall. What would create the bigger monologue? I thought he said this one was kind of fair, didn't he, or something? Oh, come on. Amazing. This documentary would be 6 hours long if Joon psychoanalyzed DSP's scat fetish. Phil went from being smug and arrogant about the fall documentary review tech to now getting a taste of his own medicine. Iviga says, DSP playing the victim card. Ooh, the King of Hate is back, everyone. When you put the makeup on, it never washes off. Remember that when you watch this tomorrow, Phil. Classic. God, some of these hit hard. It was a pleasure to help with the... Oh, Level 1 Podcast. That is TJ Gamebox, correct? I, for anyone who doesn't know, had Joon block because I was trying to warn of the negative image Phil was doing with the reactions. After a good long voice chat we have kept in touch, and now we got this video. Thanks. Or is that... Who are... That's TJ Gamebox, yeah. Big ups. So TJ Gamebox helped out with it. Nice. Oh, no, he's not reading these comments. Oh, no, Anonymous Fish. He's not reading these comments. There's no king, save the king here. Boat Knight in the house says, jokes aside, thank you for this. You make tracking so fun. Big ups to you, Boat Knight. You're a legend. Thanks for that. And we'll see if we start in here pretty soon. No dice. No fucking dice. All right, let's watch another 2 minutes. I can't resist. Hey, San Francisco.
To the U.S.
that's
population
true.
at large, November 8th, 1998 was a normal day. For the 20-year-old Alex Valle, the American fighting game champion, it was anything
Oh,
but.
good start. The actual U.S. champion, by the way. The actual U.S. champion.
For the first time ever, the fledgling American fighting game scene was going head-to-head with the somewhat matured Japanese scene that had more financial backing, production and the coverage, and tempering than the Americans. The Japanese champion, Valle's opposition, was the 16-year-old Daigo, who had
Look at
flown
that.
out from Japan to make
Look at that
history.
legend. Still playing to this fucking day. Still a legend to this day. Daigo. What a fucking
The
beast.
game, Street Fighter 3 Alpha, was the medium. This could go any way, though the Japanese had the perceived advantage. That's why Via's victory in the first match intensified the competition. As the match rules were best 2 out of 3, Via had to win one more match to be crowned world champion, and so Via continued his aggressive strategy and tried to put pressure
this is
on
cool.
Daigo, however, began adapting and started finding openings, anticipating.
Here's where Philip's gonna say, yeah, well, I knew this matchup. So you see here that he's playing Akuma, right? And that's what you do in this one. Phil's gonna have all these like random Street Fighter quotes because Philip's gonna want to spend time dropping knowledge on things that aren't negative towards him. Just get ready for that tonight.
Pinning Via's attacks. Adaptation was never as important as it was here in the finals. Both sides were exposed to strategies they have never been exposed to within their local competitive scenes. With the advantage on Daigo's court, he won the second match. At this point, the outcome was hardly predictable, as both sides were solidifying their strategies.
Come on, Via, take care of this. Shit.
ついに日本チャンピオン梅原君が世界一の座に輝いた。
Daigo had won and become the world champion of the fighting game community, projecting Japan's strength and their competitors as fierce. It was historical moments such as these that emboldened new players to join the competitive environment.
Damn, how do you get this? How do you get these pictures? That's awesome.
All right, this is my very first match.
Okay, so let's check out the cope in Philip's chat, because you know they'll be saying we're coping, but I will choke here. Sometimes Sambuca, by the way, sometimes Phil's an over-the-top jerk. Sometimes his tracks are unhinged. Pretty much sums it up. Phil did waste a lot of money though, back when times were good. Let me get the chat up here. What am I telling you? I could just show it to you. How about that, streamer? How about that, streamer? Wild. What a day. It's almost 4 hours of stuff I've already seen literally hundreds of times years ago. Okay. Who cares about it now, right? Just because things were true in the past doesn't mean they're not true anymore, which is my favorite thing from yesterday or last night. I forget what it was, but I told Joon that some of this stuff is outdated now because people think of it differently now. That is not what outdated means. For example, if I told my girlfriend that she can't go to the if she wants to go to the hospital, I'll say no, just give her a pill and leave her there. That can't get outdated. For example, if you do fucked up shit in your life, that's not really outdated. Just because people might like you more now, or they're pretending to for the moment, that doesn't really make what you did in the past outdated. You know what I'm saying? That was my favorite. Doc is spreading of hate. Monkey Spank. Monkey Spank, good LARP. The doc is just spreading of hate. No reason for it. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Definitely. Correct. That documentary had literally no one new piece of information. Definitely. All right, so Philip's dealing with some shit now. Even Joon sounded bored when narrating because it's literally nothing burger. That's just his voice. I know, like what new info could there be that we haven't even... I mean, I wish he could have dropped some deeper stuff, which it sounds like he didn't. So no incel manifesto or anything, unfortunately. But
Burger King.
But we'll see how deep they went. I don't know yet. I gotta watch it though, because tomorrow, that being said, we'll give our initial reviews of it after a full watching. But the documentary was a lot of hearsay and circumstantial evidence. I'm looking at his chat now. Correct. Aid Robertson says Joon is definitely persona non grata after this. He joins the Hall of Fame. I mean, with that title and also saying his trajectory is he's always on that same trajectory. I mean, yeah. What are you gonna say about the bank leaks? Right? That wasn't me. Documentary had more holes than Swiss cheese. Phil was making a lot of money, and John probably listened to Howard and got turned against Phil. Oh, I love this. There is some coping and seething going on in his chat right now. Oh yeah, it's LARPing. I mean, it's definitely LARPers. The Kino LARPers are all going in. Do you think Kino will drop him soon, especially after the Derek thing? I would say, here's my take on this. So like, oh, DSP said he's not skipping parts. I am not skipping parts. All right, well, that will be fun. I will have my fact checkers at the ready for that part if you're not skipping parts. We will see. And if he's not skipping parts, he's not doing this thing in 1 week. Are you kidding me? Zero chance he finishes his 1 week. Zero chance. No, but anyways, back to the question. No, but I think this does give them, let's say, the first sign of negativity, they can drop it, and that will be added to the reasons they drop Philip, right? So, like, something else will be the end, and then they could say, yeah, well, he defended Pete Derek. That'll be on the list of bad things about Phil, right? So, we'll see, though. They will. Don't worry. They'll get bored, Exalted Donut. This will not be fun forever. Right now, it's a fun new thing, but in the end of the day, there's the worst game streamer on the internet here. So this is fun, and it's right now because it's a new thing, but it will not be fun forever. This documentary just rehashed nonsense and will only be a W by bringing more traffic to the channels. The honest truth, I think Phil's popularity is a major asset. His Down from the Rabbit Hole had insane views. Again, I hope the crashing of Joon's premiere doesn't artificially lower the overall views. It won't. It will not. I agree with this statement, actually. Chat will be derailed by the documentary talk all day. We should just start it this morning. I agree. I mean, honestly. This is such a missed, reading of the room, right? Because who gives a shit about Wukong right now? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I heard it was a lot of people were saying it was fun in there, in the premiere. But yeah, we're gonna get 15 minutes of gloating about the Crash Joon's documentary. That's how popular I am. That's how cool I am. Oh, Mishael, I prefer women over 21. Thank you, Mishael.
Like the stream, and of course, all of the support is greatly appreciated.
It's sad you have to say that, Mishael. But that was in DSP's chat right now. And that is that's a legitimate, like, I don't know if he's a fan or whatever, but he's there all the time. So. Here he is, I believe. Music stopped. All right, let the fun begin. Let the fun begin. Oh, Monkey Spank, easy. It's not like she was 14 at the mall. Monkey Spank is building up his rapport until he can drop things like that.
You ready? Here we go.
He's still there for now, so we'll see.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. What a day, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not aware, today is documentary day. My Joon the King documentary. I have to turn these on. My Joon the King documentary has dropped and has gotten so much attention. The premiere crashed YouTube. Yes. Wait till you hear what's going on right now with the documentary. We're going to talk about that.
What else can you say?
Plus, we got a little bit of game news today, some
what
updates.
Else can you add to
I have
that?
some positive announcements, and we'll probably have some time for just some open discussion, which we really haven't had recently because of so much going on. Oh yeah, Black with Wukong later today, as well as me reacting to my documentary later tonight. It is a crazy day coming up. I hope that you guys are very excited for today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Big ups to Aloha Snack Bar. When do you believe we will see Phil's metrics be hit by the aftermath of this documentary? It'll take a while because on the internet, attention is attention. So a lot of people today will check out DSP because Holy shit, Joon documentary? Who's this guy? Oh, yeah, I remember this guy. Let me check him out. So. Oh, yeah, I didn't mute it. Sorry. Suffer, Combaticus.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, the 2nd of September, 2024. I'm DSP, and welcome here to the show. What a show today, because, yes, indeed.
I'll be the judge of that.
The documentary is live. The documentary is live. I hope you guys maybe had a chance to check it out this morning, although admittedly, there's no way you could have watched the whole thing. The documentary is 3 hours and 46 minutes long or something like that. And it released at 9 a.m. today. It's now 11:15 a.m. So the most you could have gotten was 2 hours into it. In fact, the live premiere was rolling. And my idea was that we were going to tune in for a few minutes of it. And I was going to give you a preview of like what you can expect in my live react over the course of this week.
We get the point.
But the premiere crashed YouTube. What do I mean? The page froze for over 3 minutes and the video refused to play. No matter what anyone did, it actually completely was crapping out.
The future refused to change.
I'm being told, I wasn't there, but I'm being told
you were
that
there.
It had around 28,000 live viewers. I want you to think about that. A stream with 28,000 live viewers. Holy shit. That's insane, right? For the record, because people, of course, are going to say, well, what are you talking about? What about Rich's documentary that premiered last month? That topped off around 8,000 live viewers. So I've more than tripled the interest in Rich because Rich is very boring and no one really cares about him, despite the fact he's a million sub YouTuber. Everyone
this is not the W you think it is.
Wants to hear about DSP, right?
This is not the W you think it is.
So, obviously, this is going to be wild. And what we're going to do, we're going to go over there today and look at it a little bit. We're going to take a quick glance at it, maybe skip around it a little bit and see what's up with it, because I'll be reacting to it tonight. I have some positive announcements to make here on the stream.
What? Craig's coming on Thursday?
Upcoming content that I think you guys are really going to like and enjoy. Very briefly, I would like to look over the channel analytics of the DSP Reacks channel, because I realized yesterday as we were going through the analytics of this channel, that's only representative of my gaming content. That's not representative of the fact that with that huge, review tech react that I did with the Kino Casino guys, it monstrously blew up the React channel. And there is potential, this week, with me reacting to my own documentary by Joon the King, and maybe some future projects, that the React channel could actually start getting real, regular traction in my content. Up to now, the React channel has just been...
Is Joon going to drop a documentary every week? If that's not the case, nah.
Kind of a side project I do once a week. But I'm interested. I want to show you how positive things have been.
Please.
Okay? So, there's not too much to talk about today. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is not like a super loaded podcast where I'm so crazy amount of content that we're going to be talking nonstop till like 1 p.m. But instead, we'll probably have opportunity to open up the show for discussion where we can talk with each other and stuff like that. I think that would make a lot of sense, because I haven't done that in a long time, actually. All right? But I would just like to first bring all of your attention down to the leaderboard below. We did it. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday we made it through React Day, which historically is my slower day of the week, Sunday. And we continued the King streak. The streak of support continues. We're knocking it. We're crushing it. We're hitting the goals every single stream. The detractors are crying. The detractors are seething. The detractors are so upset. They blamed me.
What?
For the Joon the King documentary stream crashing. I'm not shitting you. They started posting comments. Oh, we know this is Phil's doing. Phil made you take down the stream. Phil crashed the stream. What?
Okay.
You insane, unhinged lunatics.
It's a good thing detractors aren't the first thing on your mind at all times, every moment of the day.
Fuck, do you think I'm God? Do you think I have magical powers that I can control things? Like, what are you speaking of? You are nuts, right? But that's what I mean. 29 straight streams where every piece of content they have to clip, or they're watching back live on their own restreams right now, they have to fucking choke on it. That I am so successful right now. They can't take it. And let me tell you guys something.
The only thing that you can't take is not mentioning detractors on every sentence possible. I mean, that's the sad part.
Are hinging everything.
Hinging?
You guys something.
Wait, we hear this?
They are hinging
Hinging? Okay, what's hinging mean?
everything on the fact that this documentary is going to destroy me.
Okay, yes.
Actually of the opinion that this documentary right now on the Joon the King channel is going to end my existence on YouTube, that this is my comeuppance, and it's time for me to be going because of this. I'm not kidding you. This is what they are actually saying.
Who?
What the fuck? Well, what exactly do they think is going to be in this documentary that they haven't already spewed all over the internet?
Well, you say that's fake, though, so I hope you're going to say the same thing to Joon, right?
I just don't.
You're going to say Joon is lying too, right?
Anyway,
I hope.
We'll see when I react to it all week, but it's just hilarious the way that they're behaving. You know, all their content, they're just crying constantly. They're so upset that my God, I can't believe it. It's
Stay
ridiculous.
tuned for my crying montage coming up later today. I premiere it. Just me crying.
Also, the fact of the whole king shtick, that I am the king, and thank you for filling my coffers every day, my loyal subjects, coming into the kingdom, the king's court of DSP gaming. They can't stand it when I talk like that. They don't get the joke. They don't understand that they're the joke. The reason that I'm talking like that is because it pisses them off. That's why I'm doing it.
That's okay.
And I will
explain that
continue
again?
to do it.
Could you explain that again?
Anyway. Oh, by the way, someone actually has sent me a new crown. I have no idea what it looks like, but someone ordered me a new crown, and they said that it would show up within the next week, but I'm not sure exactly when.
Okay. Is this a joke
because
too, or
it basically
can we
was
cry
like
at
regular
this or
shipping? It's
laugh
not
at
like
this?
Amazon
I'm
with
not sure.
express shipping. It's like regular shipping. So we don't know, because today is Labor Day in the United States. For those who don't know, happy Labor Day. It's a national holiday.
Get your ass out there and work.
So a lot of people are not working, including the mail. Like the post office is not open today. So already there's a day of delay, when it comes to that. So we'll see what it is when it shows up. I'll let you guys know. When it arrives, we'll check it out together and see if it fits
out there and
see
work,
what it looks
bitch.
like and go from there. Okay. But in the meantime, I still like how this crown looks. It just sucks it doesn't fit, know? Okay. So where do we even go? Where do we start today? How about this? Let's briefly go over my schedule for the week, just so everyone knows what's going on my channels for this week. People are saying the end of chapter 3 is quite good.
God damn it.
Apparently, there's an optional dragon
Son of a
boss
bitch.
right near where I am right now in the game. So obviously, I'd like to run and fight that thing first and then see what else, do we do today. Should be a great stream. We haven't done gameplay in a bit. You know what I mean? So it'll be fun to jump into Black Myth Wukong today. Tonight on my late stream, we're going over together to DSP Reacts.
We are going together over there.
And that's going to be where I'm going to begin my nightly reacting to the Joon the King documentary about me. Okay? So that's going to start between 6:45, 7 p.m. Pacific time. But I have some announcements in regarding this, all right? I want you guys to know.
Announcements in
Number
regarding
one,
this.
There's not going to be any big, complicated lead-up music, anything. It's going to go live and be silent, and then I'm going to jump on and talk with you guys for like 5 minutes, and then we're going to begin. Reason being, I want to have that stream be similar to how I did the react to the Review Tech documentary. I'm going to leave the stream as the archive. So you can watch it live, and then you can watch that exact same file, that page, as the archived video.
That same file?
I'm not going to be recording and doing a separate video outside of the stream. I'm just going to leave it up. And I'm going to be doing that all week. Every time that I stream my reactions to the Joon the King documentary, there will be separate streams as video files, and I'm going to put them all into one playlist at the end of the week so you can watch them all together.
In the file.
That's number one. But number two, listen to this. I am not going to monetize those streams at all. There will be no advertisements whatsoever on them. So you can watch them uninterrupted without intrusive pop-ups bothering you while you watch them.
Why not?
Okay? That's a service I'm doing. I mean, I should monetize it for myself, but I'm not going to. I'd much rather have you watch the content and enjoy my reactions to the documentary without having ads popping up in your face and bothering you. I did the same thing for the Review Tech doc. I'm doing the same thing with this one. All right?
It's
now,
weird. Okay.
What I would hope is that since I'm doing that, please
we just want to bet.
This week.
Please donate. That's it.
Come to the night streams on DSP Reacts and support them, because that's the income I'm going to make. I will make no ad revenue whatsoever on the streams, but obviously I would like to make some money working every night reacting to this documentary. So if you come by and support those streams, I would absolutely appreciate that. Okay?
So give me money. That's the message.
Also, I will be reacting to the entire documentary I am not going to skip through. I am not going to say this is off the table. I'm going to watch and react to the entire documentary from start to finish. However, since I am doing this now, okay, FYI, it might mean that it takes longer than expected. Like, I was thinking that it was going to be 4 days. We might not finish it. If it's really like an almost 4-hour documentary, and I'm going to have a lot to add and say about tons of this stuff.
I know that. I know that.
We might end up doing like through the weekend. Now, I'm off on Friday. So we may do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm off Friday, come back, have to do it again on Saturday, maybe even again on Sunday till it's done. You understand?
Oh, come on.
Let's see what happens.
I thought I was done on Thursday.
To get through it. But I absolutely am going to do this. And some people are going to ask, well, why? There's a couple reasons, but the primary reason is this. Folks, this is it. This is the end of 10 years of misery.
No, it's not.
For myself, my business, my family. I mean it too. I had a conversation with my wife the other night, and she says, this is great what's going on right now with you, that you're getting a resurgence, but understand it's been 10 years, and, she's lived with me for the past 6 years.
Okay, you just think in your mind if this is something that Catherine would say, okay? Think about Catherine, what you know about her and how she speaks. Keep that in your mind as we hear what she said from Philip's filter. Here we go.
She's been through the ringer for no good reason, and she's like, don't get too ahead of yourself. Don't get too crazy.
Yes.
And I try to explain to her, I really feel like this is the end of that chapter of my life. The 10 years of misery, 10 years of hate, 10 years of being derided and basically treated like dirt on the internet can end. But only if I truly put it all to bed, right? If I react to the entire documentary to the best of my ability, because again, there's definitely some things I cannot do. I cannot open up
it's going to continue
financial
that,
statements and bank accounts. I cannot show you.
It shall continue.
Personal accounts on my devices and phones that could put me open to exposure to my detractors who will try to ruin my life. Okay.
So it will continue that.
I can, to the best of my ability, do my best to react to this thing and give you my absolute perspective on all of it. Try to explain as much as I can. That's safe to do so. You know what I'm saying?
So there we go.
And by not skipping stuff, it shows I'm not afraid, because I'm not. Everything is public about me already. This is just the one place where it's all been summarized, correct? So let this be the summary of all the shit of my past, so now I can move forward positively with my future.
Sounds similar, doesn't it? I believe we said the same exact thing about the side-scrollers. So, I wonder if that'll work out for you. Jericho in the house says, if Kat said resurgence, I'll donate 1,000 to Philip. Yeah, resurgence is probably not in her vocabulary. I don't think so. But
that's why I need to react to the entire documentary. Because now no one can say, yeah, but
yes, they
no
can.
one actually ever addressed this. No one actually... he always ignored it. He dodged it. No. I will address everything, okay? The king is not afraid.
Yes.
To address his subjects on his failures and shortcomings of the past, because the king, this sounds so weird talking in the third person, the king wants to move forward with great content, gameplay.
When does that start?
Podcasts, felting the detractors, cool interviews with people who want to cross over and do stuff with me. This is the future.
Okay,
right?
Here we go.
We're moving past the bad times, and I will do this. So that's why I'm thinking it might actually take, sadly, longer than I expected. I thought originally, I'll finish this by like Thursday. I might not. It all depends, because I don't know to what extent of detail Joon goes. I don't know what he found. Like, particularly, I don't know what he found out about the early days of me in Street Fighter and then the early YouTube days of shit. I don't know how deep he gets in and how much I can add, I guess we'll see. All right, so let's find out together, shall we? Starting tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, the stream will go live. I'll talk with you for 5-10 minutes. By 7, we're going to start. No music, no ads. All right, please come by and hang out with me and support the stream.
Definitely.
Tomorrow, it'll be a podcast in the morning, obviously recapping how day 1 went. And then it's going to be more of the Black Ops 6 beta, which I'm actually excited for because I absolutely loved playing the Black Ops 6 beta on Saturday. It runs gorgeously on my gaming PC.
Who cares?
And I'm looking forward to them hopefully having new maps and things available because we were kind of limited in what we could do on Saturday. Then Tuesday night, more reacting to my documentary on DSP Reacks on the night stream. Wednesday, Street Fighter 6 returns to the day stream with Blanca. I cannot wait to play with Blanca again. It's been a while now. So it'll be Blanca Ranked Madness. And then Wednesday night, more reacting to my documentary. Thursday, which I don't want anyone to forget about because I know that we haven't really been talking about it. Thursday is my next interview here on DSP Gaming on the Level 1 podcast. And it will be Stuttering Craig of Side Scrollers. So set your calendars.
Hopefully
for
you can ask
Thursday
questions,
morning,
right?
September 5th. All right. I'll start my show around 11 a.m. and he'll be joining around 11:30 a.m. for about an hour to an hour and a half conversation. The point of this conversation is not to be angry with each other, to yell at each other, to interrogate each other, to insult each other. The point of this conversation is to hash out what happened what happened last year when I was supposed to appear on the Side Scroller show as a big interview, and what happened
Phil wouldn't
afterward.
agree to that.
Because that's what I have issue with, not the interview that I did with these guys last year.
So the time that the Side Scrollers did you a favor and didn't read all the nasty super chats when you were there. Gotcha.
Happened afterward, none of which was planned, and none of which I was told would happen. And it really felt to me like a horrible bait and switch that hurt myself and my community in the process.
So would you rather him read that when you were there? So that would have been better for you? That's my question. That's what I hope Craig asks.
We're going to have a civil conversation about this on this week's Level 1 podcast on Thursday morning. It's going to be similar to how we did this with Keemstar last week, where we're going to have, I'm sure we're each going to have our own perspective on exactly what went down. I want to get the entire timeline straight. I want to find out how on earth did he even get the idea to have me on his show, because we hadn't spoken in a good decade. Okay.
Because you said you wanted an interview, and a lot of the internet was asking if they want to interview, because it's pretty good business to interview a lolcow.
And, what happened with it turning from a, regular appearance on a show as a guest to an interview. During and after the interview, what was the mindset that they decided to completely change their entire schedule and strategy?
Because you've done so much shit that people can make 4-hour documentaries about all the fucked up shit you did. So they wanted to ask about that to make the interview actually interesting. I'm answering all the questions. Let me know if I say anything that doesn't answer the questions.
And all the things that happened afterward as well.
Yes.
All right. So that's the purpose of this show. This is not the DSP interview part 2 where he's going to grill me about shit. This is not I'm going to bring stuff up about his past and try to fuck with him. That's not,
do you have anything about that?
We're doing. All right. We don't.
What are you going to say? Yeah, you betrayed your business partner from Side Scrollers 20 years ago. That still is not as bad as anything Philip has done.
It's not about being at each other's throats. It's about trying to squash the nonsense that we've had between us for a year to move forward positively. Right?
Is there any more one-sided nonsense? This is the most one-sided nonsense ever. Craig doesn't have any nonsense. He said his piece, and you didn't like the piece.
I want my content to be building bridges, all right? Not tearing them down. And this is an ongoing thing we've had going on for a year and a half, and I've had enough. And now that I have a venue...
It's an ongoing thing that we've had for a year and a half, that you've had. Craig doesn't give a shit.
Will watch and listen and care. I'm going to have it out with this man on Thursday. So we're going to do similar to what I did with Keemstar. I'll probably have him on the show for an hour, hour and a half, and then after that, we're going to do a decompression segment where we're going to talk about what just went down.
Hope you don't take super chats.
And get everyone's opinions on it and stuff like that. But no, again, I'm going to confirm something. This is not going to be a
Fire versus
Craig's on the
ice.
show as a guest, and then immediately after he's gone, we all shit on him. We're not going to do that. That's what they did to me. I'm better than that. I'm not going to sit here and crap on the man because he gave me his time to be on my show. All right. Instead, we're going to talk intelligently and try to move forward.
Intelligently. Big words only.
So that will be Thursday's podcast and decompression. Now, will there be time for more content after that, like gameplay? I don't know. In the case of Keemstar, we only had like an hour, hour and a half left. So we didn't do any gameplay. We just hung out for an hour and a half and had a hangout session. We very well
I did not. I'll check
may
it,
do
though.
that as well after the Craig interview. All right. But we'll see how it goes and go from there. I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. And then Thursday night, again, it'll be me reacting to my documentary. I don't know if that will be the conclusion of me reacting to my documentary or not. We'll have to see. Jasper is fascinated by the Tesla lamp. Look at him. He's staring at it. Look.
He's going nuts.
He's freaking out. Jasper, it's just a Tesla lamp. There's nothing scary about that at all. It can't hurt you. He doesn't know what it is. Look at him. Look at his reaction. That's great. He's like, what the heck is that thing? He's the first time he's been in the office since I have the Tesla lamp. What is that? Well, hopefully he doesn't jump on me now. I hope. Anyway, he's jumping. Look, he's scared. Don't be scared. The Tesla lamp, it's not going to hurt you. It can't, Jasper, it can't hurt you. Go ahead. Go check it out. Go ahead. It's safe. Go check it out. It's safe, buddy. He's freaking out. That's funny. His reaction. There he goes.
Ooh. All right. Well, this is, I mean, remember, this is that was Triple P right there. That's for Triple P's tweet about the documentary right there. Is this? I think this is theater, of course. Triple P and Keemstar are kind of the same cloth. They're going for theater and internet, interesting internet content, let's say. So I watched 2 hours and he's felt it, bro. Chips just got taken away over and over. House did him dirty, bro. So again, this is again building theater, in my opinion. There's no rug being pulled. I believe this is. There's another tweet from Triple P. All right, I will keep going. All right, well, I'll keep looking. Let's get the Preestream going here.
Now he's gonna see. Now he's gonna get. He's gonna. Oh, okay. Nothing happens when I go over here. No, it's fine, Jasper. You look at him. He's like, "What is it? This is cute." Well, we have a new segment: Jasper and the Tesla lamp.
Okay.
Okay. So next week, all right, I may have to do night streams to finish reacting to my own documentary, okay?
Yeah.
But I am going to react to the whole thing. We're going to get the whole thing done and put it behind me so we can move forward with positive content and forget about the bullshit of the past, okay? Cool. That's my intention. Next week, I will continue to play Black Myth Wukong. I will continue to play Street Fighter 6. Next week, if you're not aware, is the release of Astrobot. The new Astrobot game on PS5 comes out this Friday. Now, I'm not here on Friday, so I'm going to play Astrobot as the daytime stream on Saturday. A big premiere of Astrobot on Saturday, okay? So I hope you guys will join me for that. That should be a good time.
I'm so disinterested in what he's saying, so I'm still looking at Twitter. I apologize for not paying attention, because this Triple P Twitter is kind of interesting. So yeah, we got some people saying, so what now? That's a Kino bro right there. What do we do now? Which makes sense. What's our toy now? I'll just show it to you, because he's being so fucking boring. So he's posted that, and how's the doc going, guys? I haven't peeped it yet. Triple P responds. Oh no, not Triple P. Other people are responding. Triple P goes back with the Phil's felted, bro, and that was just his only comment. You going to wait for 25 hours of rec hunting to watch it? And PPP says, I watched 2 hours and he's felted, bro. Chips just got taken away over and over. The house did him dirty, bro. Someone said, thank you, sir. So we'll see. The intrigue continues. We'll see, though.
And I apologize because, as you know, with everything going on right now, basically it's been tearing into my gameplay time. I haven't been playing games that much, you know, because there's been other content going on, and I kind of have to get through it. Like, particularly this week with the reacting to my documentary, I know. Listen, I'm barely playing games this week. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
So
a lot of drama content.
We can play a lot more games.
Thank God.
Black Myth Black Ops 6.
Don't
an
care.
Announcement to make today.
Here's the announcement.
Now, I don't have it set in stone yet, but ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement for the next guest that will be on my Level 1 podcast. Are
Any guesses? Mudahar?
you ready for this? I can announce it as of today. I've confirmed this will happen. I just don't know
Derek?
the timing of it yet. Okay, the scheduling. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this Thursday, we've got Stuttering Craig
Justine?
on the Level 1 podcast. Next week, at some point during the week, I don't know when, the next guest of the Level 1 podcast will be Joon the King. He's going to come on the show to talk about making my documentary, what the process was, how he got his information, you know, what he discovered when he was doing research, what are his favorite documentaries he's ever made, and what's the documentary he hates the worst that he had to do. Basically, he's going to be a special guest on the show. All right? So I hope that you guys will enjoy that.
I will say as well, I have been in contact with Joon the King about guest starring. On that being said, I have no further comment on this matter.
Will definitely be fun to do something different. Look behind me. What? There's a cat behind me. I see him. I feel like it makes a lot of sense because, number one, my documentary just came out. It's hot. Everyone's going to be talking about it for the next week. So let's get Joon on the show to talk all about this. Okay? Now, for the record, I have other guests lined up. I already do. All right? But it's all about scheduling. I don't want to have 10 guests a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have guests constantly on the show, it's just going to make it not special. It's going to be like guest. And a lot of the times, as you see, these guests, they draw onto the other content of the day. So in this case, I think I at the most, I want to have one guest a week. I think that makes sense. So I think this week we got Craig. Next week at some point,
I have no
we'll
further
Joon
comment.
and then we'll see about the next week because I already have options I'm working on. I got to talk with various people and figure stuff out. Also, I talked about this yesterday, but to reconfirm, I've been contacted by the guys at Cultaholic Wrestling, which they do an audio podcast show about wrestling, to be a guest on their show at some point.
Please do that.
I reviewed a couple of their shows last night to see what kind of content it is, and it seems good. It's just 3 British guys.
Oh,
all right? And I mean
British guys.
They're
always assholes.
Very heavy British, accents.
Dude, they what, have British accents? Oh my God, listen.
They have very heavy British, accents and enunciation when they talk. So it was funny because I was listening back to their shows and I was like, this show sounds so fun, but man, I'm having a hard time to understand what they're saying because it's such a heavy dialect accent. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to be on this show and they're going to be talking in circles around me. I'm going to have no idea what the fuck is going on because I'm so American. I'm not used to this. I'm going to look like an idiot. So,
Cultaholic podcast. Let me listen to it.
I'm in talks with them about possibly appearing as a guest on their show. I guess what they do is an audio show, but they actually do like video call too. And that's an archive. I guess the video call is only for certain. I don't know because they've been doing it for a zillion years. Like Cultaholic's been around for a long time. So I think it's like there's part video.
All right, guys, this is going to be tough. I think you might think this is a different language, but here, just listen a little bit here.
No wrestling champion wants to be known for having a short title reign.
Whoa, what is he saying?
Though, because numbers are a thing, somebody always has to come last when it comes to days with a belt, and we decided it was time to name and shame those losers at the bottom of the pile.
What the hell? Wait, I don't get it.
Part audio, but we're going to do all at once, but I'm going to talk to them about possibly appearing on the show. It's not a guaranteed yes yet. All right?
I've been guessing that's them. It's Cultaholic Wrestling, so.
Sure, but I don't know when I could do it. We'd have to figure it out in my schedule and stuff. And right now, as you know, we're already backlogged with this documentary. That's the problem. Like, I'm already seriously backlogged with this documentary going on. So we got to figure it out later. And they already said, we're going to. A lot of people don't realize this, but I have a tiny bit of look at this troll. I have a tiny bit of history of Matthew. Ages ago. I was trying to be a guest at MagFest for the second time, and they screwed me over. And they instead of giving me like a nice daytime spot, they said they were going to give me like a 2 a.m. fucking panel spot. And I was like, who in their right mind is up at 2 a.m. to see a panel? And they were like, well, take it or leave it. And I saw that Matthew from Botchamania also was trying to get a panel at MagFest, and they wouldn't give him one either.
Yeah.
And I told them, you know what? Forget it. I'm not coming because I'm not going to have my followers be up at 2 a.m. to be at a panel. Give it to Matthew so he at least has something to do at your show because, you're kind of being stupid about it.
This is new.
I think they did. I think they gave him my time slot.
I thought they... Okay, well, we'll have to check the tapes on that one, but...
because I felt like he deserved it.
Yeah, I felt like he deserved it. Right. Or you could also say you just didn't want to do a 2 a.m. panel with 10 people. You couldn't fill the room with at that normal time or a different panel, but yeah, okay, sure. Oh. What happened the next year? You don't talk about that? Because I remember they actually ghosted you, correct? Correct, right?
So anyway, all this stuff is going on. Reacting to my documentary all week. We got gameplay going all week. We got new games coming out next week I'll be covering. Stuttering Craig on Thursday. Joon the King will be coming by at some point next week. I just don't know when yet. I got to solidify the deets. And I'll have that for you. I might be appearing on other shows, Oh. Exciting stuff is going on in the realm of DSP. Very good stuff. Yeah. Let's get some interactions. First of all, we have over 400 viewers, almost 500 on the podcast so far, and climbing. Over 100 likes. Thank you for that. If you're on the podcast and you're having a good time so far, and no doubt, so let's start with those, okay? We start up today with a $1 tip. Can I please be unbanned? Here is my link. You're not supposed to send me this during the show. Yep. All right? You're not. Officially. However...
What, to ban him again?
I'm in a good mood today.
Double ban.
So let me see if I can figure this out really quick.
Oh my God! Big ups Aloha Snack Bar. Phil has been successfully coached by Keem, and Casino has adjusted. I don't think his doc will sink him. No, it's not going to sink him, but I also don't think it's not a positive for him in any way. But it's not going to sink him. No, they call him the pig roach for a reason, but there's no sinking happening. But he doesn't change.
You're not supposed to send me.
Philip doesn't change. Just like Philip never changes, and he hasn't changed in this arc either. So just remember that.
No, I'm not unbanning you. I know who you are.
Uh-oh.
You're toxic. You're not coming back.
Who's that?
You tried to fool me, too. They literally just tried to fool me with a $1 tip. You're not coming back. I
Fool me
received a
once.
$5 tip.
Shame on you. Fool me twice.
You do an unboxing video of Lightning
You're
Returns
out.
Final Fantasy 13. You know a real one? An actual unboxing video instead of the botched one that I did like 12, 13 years ago? I guess you'd have to find a physical copy of the game to unbox, right? Like, at this point, it's probably rare. Does anyone actually have a physical copy of Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns?
You can buy it.
That I could unbox. By the way, my animation is not working. Oh, it did work? Oh, the page is glitched then. The animation played, but the page is glitched. Let me see if I can
could buy
reload the page.
those. They do sell those, actually.
Because I clicked the button and nothing showed up on the page, so I didn't think the animation played. But then it was. Here it is. All right, well, let's get... So the first contribution is an anonymous $5 tip this morning.
What about the $1? You forgot about that already?
Shit.
The Pasta Maker says, I'm American and I'm white and I don't understand British. Also, how long before Phil stops inviting people to shit in his podcast? This new interview arc, it can't last. It really won't last. This will be very fleeting.
Obviously, guys, let's keep the King streak going.
Okay,
Let's hit 30 today. Let's get to that $150 tips goal. Let's fill the coffers of the King. All right.
Is this the joke we're seething at?
136 likes and climbing. Come on, guys. Hit that like button. It's free. It's easy. Helps the channel with engagement. As I showed you yesterday, please like the stream. Okay. Ooh.
Is this the seething part? Or is that the joke? Is the burp included in the joke? Or it's tough. It's tough to keep track.
Primetime Durkheim says the documentary is just going to go over the same exact stuff as every other documentary. Nothing from like the last year and a half. I'm not surprised to hear that. I think he...
Year and a half? Now it's a year and a half, this positivity? It's been 2 months.
Included his work on the documentary like 2-3 months into
year
this year.
and a half?
So it's not going to include any new developments whatsoever from the last several months.
The last 6 weeks, you mean?
And that's fine. If anything, allow it to summarize all the shit from the toxic last 10 years and be done with it. That's what I hope this documentary does. Get that shit summarized.
From you, right?
Move forward with the new phase of my life. Okay? The new
It's been 6 weeks, brother. It's been 6 weeks.
Again, I was saying this, that I really feel like very positive new things that I never even thought could be possible in life could be possible now.
Dude, watch.
If things move forward positive.
He's going to like upgrade his house or something, man. That's the trajectory we're on. You know what, guys? I've always felt this house was a little small for us three. This is what he's going to do. Like, you don't change him. He does not change. Wait, he's going to start buying figures soon.
Okay. Walk Warrior, 6 months as a member, says, let's hit the King streak today. Yes, let's do it. All right. Please support the stream. Please tip to hit that goal. And anything else would be greatly appreciated right now because we got nothing besides this $5 tip.
Yeah.
All right, what I'd like to do, let's head over.
I was wanting
let's
to
see how the
BMW. I miss
documentary
it.
is doing because, quite frankly, this is the documentary, okay, on Joon the King's channel, and it covers a ridiculous amount of stuff. Like, look at this, all this stuff.
What, you think?
The YouTube day, the early Street Fighter days, the early YouTube content.
It's 4 hours. What are they supposed to do?
Me blowing up. Here I am in the shower. I don't even know this. $200,000. 200,000. No, this is $20,000. I don't even know what that says. I guess we'll figure it out. Financial waste.
Hey, Kojima.
Trolls make themselves known. All these things, all these topics. Currently, it's showing at 44,759. Oh, 45,367 views.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's accurate because, like I said, when it was premiering, there were over 28,000 people watching live. So I think YouTube takes a while.
He thinks this is a positive thing, you know? Look at this guy. I got 45,000 views. Those are my views. Philip, look at the comments. Scroll down to the comments.
System. Okay?
Please.
Now, for the record.
Yeah. Oh,
yesterday, I made a comment on this
I put
video,
a comment in there.
Correct? And people were trying to say.
Show my comment.
I don't know where it is now.
I commented
people
very
were trying
positively.
To say that I deleted my comment because it had a bunch of negative
Oh,
replies.
I see some people. There's Broside Phil. I'll just pause randomly and see who I see. Let's see. No one there. There's Iviga, Mr. Ludacris. Hello.
Completely
King DDD Duke. Hello.
false.
June the King.
And I talked with Joon yesterday about this last night. After I got off stream, I wanted to get to the bottom of this. Remember, yesterday live on this stream, I left a positive comment on this video, as it was
It was an engagement bait comment. Let's call a spade here.
placeholder. And a lot of people, I guess there's like
Placeholder?
80, 90 responses to it. And of course, guess who responded to it? My detractors. And they were all, just listen to this. My detractors are so unhinged. They left so many insanely insulting comments on the response to my comment. YouTube flagged the comment. So that's what happened. Joon says YouTube looked at the detractors' responses and auto-flagged my comment for bad behavior because of the responses. He had to manually approve the comment, and he had to pin it, so then it would actually show up on the video because YouTube blocked it because people were being so disgusting.
So what? No, what's more likely is one of the Kino Bros or his hardcore Dent fans flagged it. I mean, flagged enough of the responses that they just blocked the top one.
I can confirm, yes, YouTube does this if you have the filters on. So Joon must have the filters on wisely. Why? Because when you're a documentarian, you want people
Let's read some of the
posting up
comments
on your video that's doxing and shit? Of course not. So you need to have filters on so that, that kind of shit doesn't happen. And YouTube auto-filtered the detractors, which then blocked the entire comment in its entirety. So that's why it's back. It's funny because some people are saying, why did he change the thumbnail? I think what you mean. Can I go back here?
Yeah, I think what he means is, why did they change the thumbnail, is what I think he means. That's probably what my guess would be.
What you mean by that is if I search for...
Yeah, I think what he means is, why did they change the thumbnail?
Joon the King.
That's probably what I think he means when he asks, why did they change the thumbnail?
You see this is perfect, actually.
Perfect.
You see two different thumbnails, right? This is the thumbnail that was on the video yesterday, and that's what we looked at together, and I commented on. But then there's a second thumbnail that's there. So why? Because Joon made two thumbnails, and he's using the new YouTube experiment. The new YouTube experiment is you can make multiple thumbnails for a video.
The bald one is
put
gold.
them up, and YouTube will have AI
I don't know what the thinking was, but I agree with it.
You,
whatever the thinking was.
and it tests the criteria to see how many
The
people
bald
engage
one
with
on
the
the right,
video
like, why?
when it was one or the other thumbnail.
But I like that
So
randomness.
YouTube will literally show you either this or this.
Yeah, far left corner
and
demon
depending on
too.
how long you click and watch the video, it'll track those statistics. Okay, and then it'll provide those statistics to the video uploader within like 4 or 5 days. You
Never
get
stops.
the data, and then you can make the judgment, oh, well, this thumbnail did better, so I'll just keep that one on it forever. That's what it is. So he made multiple thumbnails, and it's jumping between them for us. So
and then he chooses, then it decides which one's better. Yeah.
Will actually hammer down and be the official thumbnail.
Hammer down.
But that's the YouTube at work. Okay.
Let the hammer fall.
I'm curious if you saw either of these thumbnails. If you saw the thumbnail with me and all these people behind me, some of which you probably recognize, right? Or if you saw the thumbnail with me and 4 other faces of me, one of which is bald, which is hilarious because I've never been bald, and a bunch of
it's coming. That day will come.
And what appears to be statements for my bankruptcy, perhaps.
And
right?
what about what's on the left?
So which of
What's
these
on the
would you
left?
click on
Huh?
more actively? I wonder which would you be more interested in?
Right? What's on the left of that one? I'm interested. The right is bankruptcy, but what's on the left? I can't even tell. It looks like bottles of some kind.
Chemos?
A certain kind of drink. 3 letters? I'm not sure.
Side fill? I mean, that's kind of messed up.
Chemo side fill? God.
To be saying stuff like that. It looks more like, I look like Walter White. I do. That's the Walter White fill. There you go.
Okay.
Heisenberg Phil.
He's cool,
on the top
actually.
There.
But,
I just need the hat. I need my red fedora. I'll put it on. I'll look like Heisenberg.
Definitely.
There you
go. Okay. Correct.
Bald Phil cannot hurt us.
Walter
Oh
Gal.
my God. Stone
Walter
Cold
Wade.
Side Phil. Yeah, I guess. You guys like the top one better? People are saying they like the top one better. See, here's the thing. The bottom one, I feel, is it catches the eye because it has so many people, and you're like, when you see that, you're like, oh my God, this is one hell of a documentary. There's all these people from all over the internet that Phil has been involved with over the 16 plus years. So this is going to be a doozy. And then you look at the runtime of 3 hours, 46 minutes, and your jaw drops. You're like, holy shit, yeah, this is a doozy.
No,
right?
This is a doozy.
But the top thumbnail is kind of more dramatic.
The top one accentuates the snort sacks more, in my opinion. The shadow just dances off them just nice.
Right? Like the bottom thumbnail, you probably don't know who most of those people are. But the top thumbnail is like, ooh, booze and financial documents.
What kind of booze is it?
You know, the many faces of Phil. Sometimes he looks happy. Sometimes he's smug. Sometimes he's evil. Right? So
sometimes he's bald.
People in chat are completely disagreeing with each other, actually. Some people like the top thumbnail. Some people like the
How
bottom
do you describe
thumbnail.
that?
He's disagreeing with sometimes he's evil. You know, the many faces of Phil. Sometimes he looks happy. Sometimes he's smug. Sometimes he's evil. Right?
Is that what you get?
People in chat are completely disagreeing with each other, actually. Happy to use the thumbnail where my hair is at a good angle and I don't look terrible. Seriously, like I look upset. Like the thumbnail makes me look upset, but it doesn't make me look terrible. So that's good. I think other people have had much worse thumbnails than me. So
wow. Some people have had worse thumbnails than me.
The top one is better. Baby Phil is crying. It's Baby Huey Phil is crying over there.
Baby Huey reference.
All right, got a couple of shout outs.
Holy shit, man.
And then we'll take a look at this thing. $6.90 tip.
Baby Huey.
All bow before DSP, the King of Kings. Thank you very much for that tip. Another anonymous tipper. I appreciate that very much.
Baby Huey.
And that would be the top tip. Except there's another tip to shout out. And that's the next tip.
Here's Baby Huey.
It's a $10 tip. And this is from Ricari. So let's go ahead.
That's Baby Huey.
And play the animation for Ricari, get them on the leaderboard, and see what they have to say.
Some of you, like me, are pretty young. We don't understand these references, but that's Baby Huey. Not to be confused with Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Don't confuse them. Many people often do.
With Final Fantasy 16 coming out on PC, I don't know. I know it didn't work for your streams from what I remember. Would you recommend it to someone like me, an RPG fan who is just going to play it by myself? I've been waiting to play it. Long live the king. Well, here's the thing. Number one, all right, if you don't care about previous Final Fantasy games, there is absolutely nothing wrong with Final Fantasy 16. Kaiju, fuck that they do. There's almost no charge up 1 meter. You use their abilities to die. It's just a boring. Well, that's because of the way I played it. No. The game should not have a hidden way to play it to make it fun. If I can easily play through the game just like that with literally no thought, like I'm not even kidding you. I fought a boss and I wasn't looking at the screen.
Okay.
We tested it. I was fighting a boss and I was literally looking at chat, talking at chat. And I was like, okay, now it'll be charged, and I use the ability. Now this will be charged, and I use the ability. Let me just dodge a couple times. Okay, now I'm gonna.
Okay, I don't care.
Kind of plot line, 5, 6. With all of that, they literally played be more mainstream, and it completely flopped. Like the sales were awful compared to what they wanted or expected. They insisted. We were just talking about modern games.
Oh God. Okay, thank God we got past that. Game opinion Philip is the worst.
Says, I said it before, I'll say it again. Big ups to my pimps and shout out to the hoodlums, pimpity pimp.
Big ups to the pimps.
Okay, thanks for the $1 tip.
I know, right? That's the amazing point.
Commentary. Okay.
That's the amazing part.
So here it is. By the way, so I know
hello? Do you know what you're doing right now? Did you hear this? We had a fucking buffering. Look at this. Watch this. Buffering in real time. You ready? Someone had to reset them real quick. Look at this. Listen. Okay, watch. Here we go. Watch.
So here it is. By the way, so I
what the
distracted
fuck was
myself.
that?
So here it is, and so here it is. By the way, so here it is. By the way, so I distracted myself. So here it is, and it's incredibly long, 39 chapters. I'll start tonight. I'm excited for it. It's already got 40. Look, it's climbing like crazy. 48,000 views. I told you.
It's like, wait, what am I looking at again? Oh yeah, it's the documentary.
I wish him the best, and I want Joon to get 1 million views on this video this week.
That's not a flex. You know that, right?
I do. I hope he does. He deserves it. He puts the best kind of effort into his videos. And here's the other thing about Joon, all right? He's not going to try to milk this. And what do I mean by that? Like,
what does he have to milk? There's no milking? How can he milk this? What the fuck?
Look at other people who have made documentaries, and what they tried to do then was make a whole series of content after the fact.
He might do that. He's already completed the milking. He has got the cow, put the milk into glass bottles, and has sent those glass bottles to the grocery stores to be bought, in which he makes the money. He doesn't need to milk anymore. The bottles are out of the factory.
Based on it, like Turkey Tom made a documentary about me. Then he asked me if I wanted an interview, and I said I would consider it.
And then you're doing one with Sir Joon, so you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Find out, literally all he wanted to do was keep making a series of content to get me on Lol Cow Live. Like, that was the idea.
That's what Keem was
get
nice
me
to you
on Lol
for.
Cow Live, so he could milk me for content. He literally publicly said this. Like, that was the plan. Make the documentary, fool me into an interview, trick me into Lol Cow Live,
trick you into it.
An entire amount of content. All right, Joon isn't doing that. Joon worked his butt off to make this documentary.
Yeah.
He's already on to the next several projects. He's already got one done. He's working on like 2 more.
Yeah, because there's no more milk left in those udders, Philip. He's already milked it.
The man is a workhorse, and he busts his butt to make these documentaries. He's not here to now sit here and create a drama sphere around me. He's done his work on me, and he's on to the next. And that's respectable. You know what I'm saying? This is not,
wow.
I made a documentary about Phil. Now let's try to ruin Phil's life for the next year so I can keep making money. That's not who he is. That's why I respect the man. Okay? I know, weird that someone would make a documentary, but then not try to completely destroy someone's fucking reputation in the process, right?
I have no clue what we're talking about. Because what? He's not talking about it afterwards? He put everything that, as he puts it, could destroy his reputation inside the documentary already.
I mean, it's odd, because most people don't do that. Most people these days, they crap on you, they stomp you into the dirt, then they pick you back up so they could slap you around, spit in your face, headbutt you, pull down their pants, piss in your mouth, and throw you out the window, but then they catch you on the way out so they can...
Philip, Joon has already given you a shower. A golden shower. And that was released this morning. He doesn't need to give you any more showers.
Pull you back in, drop trowel, and dump on you. But
He's already done that.
Maybe that's an exaggeration, but you get, like, that's how I feel about how these people have treated me, okay?
Are you going to bring that up to Craig on Thursday then? Okay. Okay. Yep. We'll stop that. We'll stop.
So, I'm actually excited for this tonight to start. I hope you'll join me on DSP
Me too.
Reacks. But that's really all I got to say about it. Give it a look today. It's now fully live to watch
see you tonight.
your own enjoyment. I want you to watch it. Okay, I want to emphasize this. I understand that a lot of you watching this now or watching the clip will be like, oh, I'm just going to watch Phil's reaction. I want you to actually watch his video too. He put in the work. He deserves the view. He deserves the credit.
Yes, definitely.
That's how the whole YouTube system works. It's I scratch your back, you scratch mine. So he needs your view.
You
Please
scratch
give
my back,
him
I
a
piss in
view
your
on
mouth.
his documentary if you're going to be checking out
That's
my
what
react.
is that what he said? I'm not sure. I'm lost.
He deserves your views on his content. Okay? Fair enough? Okay. Let's move on.
Let's move on. Okay. Finally.
So the one thing that I want to talk about now, very briefly, this will not be super long segment or anything. Yesterday, okay?
Whoa, holy shit! Hold on a second. Is this Mr. Beast Analytics? Hold on a minute.
Talked about my
Hang on a second.
gaming channel.
This is a huge fucking channel,
that it had
dude.
Received.
Whoa, hold on. Hold on a minute. Average view duration 550? Whoa!
As a result of my newfound popularity and viewership.
Hold on. I didn't know we're watching Mr. Beast's video.
Because of Casino, because of the Keemstar interview, all these new people who are coming by and checking me out. Like right now on this very podcast, we have 550 viewers and actually climbing a bit. Thank you for over 150 likes, guys. I appreciate that. We're at 167. If you're here chilling, please click the like button if you're having a good time. The engagement is really helping all of my channels right now. If we get 200 likes.
Okay, just for reference, my average view duration is 35 minutes. I'm not trying to flex or anything, just telling you for comparison's sake.
Be tremendous. Please like the stream. It's free. It's easy to do. And please consider contributing. Right now, we have no super chats and no memberships. It'd be great to get a few of those.
Come on, guys.
So, as a result of this newfound, interest in my content, my channels are doing much better. And just briefly, this is going to be quick, I promise you.
I know, it's mostly streams. Like 5 minutes is fine if you make videos. Like, people's attention is way less than you think for the average viewer. Because, like, you got to count all the people that watch for 10 seconds say, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, I'm out. But he's literally, most of his content is streaming. I mean, and I guess he does put up those fucking videos afterwards, so that counts too. But that's not very positive.
My DSP Reacts channel, my viewership is up, my impressions are up. So first of all, this is just on the on-demand videos, okay? This is not including the rich documentary React, because that's a separate video. That's actually a live stream, not a React, okay? So as you can see, a 14% increase in views, a 33% increase in impressions. So people are coming by more often to check out the content, and when they do, they're watching longer and more often, okay? Which is awesome.
Dude, this is not what you want to share, brother.
Key moments were things like, well, this was June. Why is that showing? Oh, it's showing the last 365 days. Even though see what I mean about these stupid analytics. I said this yesterday.
You're clicked on intro.
I selected August. Down here, it gives me stats for the year. I don't fucking want to see for the year.
Okay, well then turn it off.
I want to see for August.
Don't do intro
and it won't
then.
even do that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it's so dumb. Their analytics suck shit. It pisses me off how bad YouTube analytics
top
are. They should be much better.
Wait. Look at the top videos. Release day unboxing. Yeah. Top video of the month. Release day unboxing. Yeah. Hell yeah. That is a classic. I endorse that video wholeheartedly. That is the top video for August. Yeah. That is the moneymaker for the channel. All this renewed interest and the top channel. Okay, I gotta tweet it. Too good. Top video for August 2024. Lightning returns.
Dumb. Their analytics suck shit. It pisses me off how bad YouTube analytics are. They should be much better. Let's go to live stream. Okay? So, wow. Because of the review tech documentary React that I did.
Is this surprising in any way to anyone on Earth?
My live streams had a 522% increase in viewership.
Yeah, and what happened after they left?
Typically, I stream 4 times a month on the DSP Reacts channel for my DSP versus the Internet show.
Look at all those retained viewers. Look at the following 2 weekends. Holy shit.
But here's those. Like, there's one. And then, boom. Giant explosion in the amount of people who watched that live React. And that did trickle into other content that I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, it did actually help the other content a bit, which is excellent. All right?
Did it?
249% increase in impressions on the channel because of that React, right? Pretty awesome. And looking at audience, so now I have 71% of the viewers who checked out DSP Reacts last month have come back. 71%. That's huge. No, I read that wrong. 71% more people came back to watch the content is what I meant to say. People used to just come and be like, okay, I see it, meh, and move on. 71% of people came back.
Dude, look at the raw numbers, though. When you're starting with that low, that little addition is not that big a deal. Come on, man.
Over
this is not a felting of anyone except yourself.
24% increase in that. And then I got 2,300 new subscribers, over 999% more than July. About 1,000% more.
I wonder why that happened.
Right? So there you go. How cool, right? So excellent. And what I'm thinking is this week with these live reacts, where I'm going to be reacting to my own documentary, I think the trend will continue, right? Like, I think people are going to be going over again. They're going to want to talk in the chat every night, so they're going to subscribe to the channel. They're going to be coming back every night to watch each live stream. So the momentum will continue.
Show me where the momentum is. Because I see one huge jump where you got those. We got Kino Casino on, which have an insanely big following compared to what you have on this channel. And when they dip the fuck out, everyone else dipped the fuck out. And it's right there, and you're showing it to us right now. It's, again, we're at this world where we are just saying whatever the fuck we want. And I know his chat is LARPing and saying, like, yeah, that's right. But, like, if you have eyes, you see he's lying to you.
This week, with me reacting to my own documentary. Now, what I'm thinking is, maybe once a month, I should do something major on the Reacks channel, correct? So last month, it was reacting to the Review Tech documentary. This month, it'll be reacting to my own documentary, right? How about next month I do another one? By the way, did you know that Joon the King is doing a documentary on Dr. Disrespect?
Okay, so... Oh, we're going to bust on him now, too? Cool,
He doesn't know when it's coming out yet, but typically he puts out about 1 to 2 videos a month. The next one he already has is a different person. I think her name's Lily Orchard or something like that. So Dr. Disrespect's after that. So maybe, just maybe, could do a react to the Dr. Disrespect documentary, right? That could be pretty cool, right?
Definitely.
So there you go. All right, anyway, so thank you so much. Not leaked. He talked about this publicly. He didn't. It's not leaked information. He posted this on his channel. Anyway, so yeah, things are looking up. And check this out.
Tell me where they're looking up.
This is tremendous, folks. No, seriously. This is absolutely tremendous. All right.
Go ahead.
Channels your audience watches. This used to be 100% detractors. Every channel here was detractor, detractor, detractor. Why? Because again, my detractors use my name and tag their videos with my information to steal views from me and my content.
So now it's just 2 out of 3.
DSP Reacts, and they would type it and do D-streams and memology, and then they would show up first. So they would get the view, and then people would click off of their content onto mine. All right? Take a look at this. Look at how this has changed. So the most amount of people to watch my content came from Joon the King because they watched the Review Tech documentary, and then they wanted to see me and the Kino guys react to it, and they came to my channel to do that, right? Kino Casino clips. They watched the clips of our content, and then they came over and checked out the channel. Did these streams? Well, used to be, but not anymore because the guy only makes a few videos a week now because he doesn't monetize them. I guarantee.
It used to be, but he doesn't anymore, except he's still there. Okay. He used to be, but he's not anymore. If you don't use your eyes, you might come to that conclusion. Kaluth says, Phil making a positive comeback. Absolutely.
Guarantee you he probably will stop making content soon because he realizes there's no point.
Nope. The appeal is going to YouTube right now.
And DSP Gaming. People actually came to my gaming channel, liked the content, and then came and checked out the actual React channel. That's tremendous.
If that was not the case, it would be the most insane thing on the internet if people didn't come from DSP Gaming to go to DSP Reacts. Again, this is not a flex.
This is huge, good, positive news right now.
And what's the last one?
Very, very awesome. I'm very excited.
What's the last one? I want to see the last one. I like the one at the bottom of the list.
That this is happening.
Yeah, what's the last one?
People can actually find me based on positive things instead of negative things.
I like the last one of the list.
Okay?
He's pretty cool.
Thank you so much, guys.
That is crazy.
For that. I really, really appreciate that.
Oh, we missed the last
let's
one.
keep that momentum going this month on DSP Reacts. I hope you guys will check out my live reacts every night to my documentary and keep that momentum moving and go from there. Okay? Cool.
Sound good? Q&A?
A couple shout outs. We've got Perry the White gifted 5 memberships to the community. Thank you so much, Perry the White, for gifting those memberships. I hope that everyone who got one enjoys it. Now, is it true that this channel here is a sock account for Review Tech? I wonder. Is it or is it not?
What account are we talking about?
It joined August 11th. This Michelle So Gucci channel did a super chat, and it's Review Tech, but basically put through one of those AI generators to look like a woman instead.
Yeah, so they're making fun of him?
And I'm curious if this
Seems like-
is a real person or if this is a bot account or if this is actually Rich. Does anyone know? Because people have been saying this in chat that that's actually Rich.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Can we get any jokes ever that have ever been made in the history of the internet? Kildars, I haven't watched a lot of these streams. Anyone actually pulled a 6-star Hogan? Not since 2.0. 2.0, the odds of pulling a 6-star, 6 gout crystal foil Hogan are what you see below. But before we went to version 2.0, a 6-star Hogan has been pulled a few times.
So for the record, I should say this publicly. Okay, let me get back to myself now. Okay, what's going on, Jade? Good morning. How are you, Jade?
What's going on,
Good
Jade?
to see you.
Correct.
What was I gonna say? Oh, FYI, yes, of course, I reached out to Review Tech USA. All right, and basically, I've said the following. I'm going to be very transparent about this.
Oh, please, why
Rich,
start now?
Everyone wants me to have you on my show now. Now that the tables have turned.
They
okay.
have.
However,
Yep.
considering the way that you treated me for the last decade, you know, I don't really see it being an easy thing to do.
Why?
You know, giving you a venue to talk or whatever.
So then why did you reach out to him? Hey, Rich, this is going to be tough with you. The tables have turned now. Okay, then. What?
You know, I would like you to try to talk to me and convince me about this.
What?
Like, why should I have you on my
what?
show? You know, what will we talk about, etc. Right? He didn't respond. Then I sent him a second message, and I was like, dude, you know, you could stop, like, hiding about this. Like,
What?
everyone wants you to come on the show and talk.
So now you begged him then. Okay, so you begged him. So you start out by saying, hey, Rich, tables have turned, motherfucker. It's going to be tough for you to face me, the king. Rich doesn't respond. He's like, all right, fuck it. I don't give a shit. And then what does Philip do? Comes crawling right back and begs him to come on. Just don't ignore me. You can't ignore me, Rich. Very chill and positive.
Fuck. But again,
Psycho
you know,
X behavior.
and he won't respond. He's hiding. I'm not shocked at this at all. I wanted to give him a chance, you know, but he's not responding. So
the
basically,
king's follow-up reply beg. Please respond to the king.
the feeling. You know, keep in mind, this is the guy that for years was trying to get me on his show. Constantly, he wants me for an interview. He wants me for this crossover. He wants me for this and that. He kept saying, "I'm going to get DSP. I want to interview DSP. I want to do this." I've given him the opportunity, and he has ghosted me.
Yeah.
For about a week now.
So move on.
Okay.
Or
so
be
I'm
a
just making it
crazy
clear,
X.
It's not that I'm not trying to extend the olive branch. It's him hiding, and he basically, I guess, doesn't want anything to do with me. Which I can understand, considering the fact that I do own his last chip here.
Oh, that joke that
After
never
severely
dies.
insulting him during the React of his own documentary. And everyone likes me now, and everyone hates this fucking guy for good reason.
Everyone likes me now.
You know, it's funny how the tables have fucking turned, right? It's funny how the tables have fucking turned.
Okay, well, it seems like one of you
So-
can't get in contact with him anyway, so move on.
So let's see. I really don't think he's going to respond. Or if he does, it'll be some insane thing. Like, I'll only go on your show if you let me interrogate you about your personal shit.
No?
No,
How do you know?
Fuck off. I'm literally reacting to the Joon the King documentary all week long. We're putting all this shit in the past. It's getting dealt with and done with. Okay? I don't need to keep defending. Just like, that's the same thing Craig said, too. When I was trying to get Craig to originally show up on my show, and I'm talking to him, and he's like, well, I'm going to have a chance to ask you questions. Like you had said, Keemstar could ask you questions, so I can ask you questions, right? And I was like, Craig, this is not the DSP interview 2.0. You had your chance last year. You had a 5-hour interview with me, and then you treated me like dirt after.
Okay.
So we're going to hash out everything that happened there. That's the point of your appearance. This is not continuing your interview. Okay?
It's not but can he ask questions about shit you say on that day?
It seems like that's all they want. All they want to do is they want to try to pin me down in a situation where they can, like, hammer me with personal questions that they know I'm...
So they want to pin Philip down and hammer him. Okay, cool. Pin me down and hammer him.
not going to answer. And then they'll say, see, you're a villain. You're an asshole. I'm better than you. No, that's not going to happen. No one's even interested in that. No one gives a shit. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Uh-huh.
All right, in that regard. But as
Okay.
of now, Rich has not responded. It's not looking like he's going to respond. And if
How
he
would you
doesn't,
have any
quite
idea about
frankly,
that?
I've got more shit to do anyway. Like,
If that was the case, you wouldn't have sent a follow-up email, sir. You can't send a follow-up email to somebody and then say, I have other shit to do anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I'm serious now. I'm starting to get people interested in showing up on my show. People want me to show up on their show. So I don't need to worry about Review Tech USA. Like I said, I did my react with him, and I was done with him. Keemstar suggested that I make him a guest, and that's why I was like, oh, maybe I'll have him on, and I tried to give him a chance, but if he's going to ghost, then ghost. Go ahead. You'll be the ghost with the least. Not the ghost with the most, the ghost with the least.
Oh.
You know? You ain't
Okay.
Beetlejuice.
All right. Well, Review Tech, it's an easy decision you have. Don't fucking respond.
Okay. All right. So, FYI, I do have other guests that I am lining up for the show,
Ooh.
but I don't want to overdo it. For example, I want to do variety. I don't want every guest to be drama either. I actually want to have guests
yes.
on who are like
Right.
positive people.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Those will
maybe
be
people
fun.
I've had association with in the past, and it would be a very different kind of appearance. So that way, it's not just drama. You know, we did Keem. We're gonna do Craig. I don't think that the Joon the King appearance will be drama.
No.
It'll be a good conversation about the internet and being a documentarian and what it's like trying to make this kind of content and his experience, you know, trying to research and interact with people who he's going to make a documentary on, and, you know, all about what he discovered from me about me when he was researching me and what are his
Let's
true
get
thoughts
Lugo
about
in
me,
here.
right? Well, and again, things like what was your least favorite documentary to do and why? What was your most favorite documentary to do and why? What kind of documentaries do you think you'd really enjoy doing in the future? Like, that's going to be an
Lugo.
awesome interview.
Get
I think it's going to be
Lugo
a
in
really
here.
good one. So, and that's not going to be toxic negativity or squashing beef. It's going to be a different kind of guest. I want to have different kind of guests on like that. And I already have a couple people interested and lined up. And I'll let you guys know again once we hammer it in. Okay, once it's
Hammer
hammered
it down.
in. I'm
Pin
not
him
gonna
down and
overpromise
hammer it
underdeliver
down.
here.
Stay felted.
But, yeah.
Sound good?
And I'm open to any kind of offer. You know, like I said, this cultaholic thing looks interesting. I'll have to figure out how I can do it.
I think he said cokeaholic,
And there
but
may
it's
be more positive stuff going on in the
cultaholic.
future. Okay? There we go. All right. I have one news story I'd like to cover today.
Oh, who gives a
It's kind
fuck?
of sad because
Who
once
got laid
again,
off?
what ends up happening in these situations is that the people responsible never get held accountable. It's always the people at the bottom who have to suffer. And what I'm talking about today is the news has come out. Rocksteady has begun layoffs due
Told
to the
ya.
poor performance
Told
of
ya.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Told ya.
Over half of the QA
That's the only
team
news we do
was
here.
let go, as well as multiple other staff members.
Uh-huh.
One staff member was on paternity leave, on a paid absence to have
Yeah?
a child.
So what should they do
And
then?
then they let him go. They laid him off in the middle of what was supposed to
Okay,
be the best
gotcha.
time of his life. He's
Gotcha.
now unemployed.
Okay, so did he have tenure? Was he employed for till death do us part employment or something? Or
Yeah.
okay,
You think that it will be the people in charge, the top bigwigs, the ones who made the decisions and said, make this a games as a service game. Make this about the Suicide Squad. Do you think that they'll be the ones who will suffer? No, they're laying off the people at the bottom. The people at the top
Big
make
ups, Ryan.
all the bad decisions.
uh-huh.
And then they're laying off the people who did all the grunt work at the bottom instead of punishing the people who are responsible.
Yeah, they were in the mailroom.
Laying off the people at the bottom solves nothing.
Yeah, they laid off the
It will
mailroom
not
and the
make
truckers.
The problem go away.
Uh-huh.
It's the morons in charge who fucking did it. So what the story should
Did
be?
they lay off the lunchroom staff, the lunchroom waiters, the janitors? Is that who got laid off here? That's who he's talking like it is, actually. So let's see.
Is the board of directors or the CEO or whoever's in charge over there who made the decision to make this shit game has been fired. Not laid off, fired, shit canned, thrown the fuck out of the building, felted, kicked in the ass, thrown onto the fucking sidewalk with all of their
I didn't know you could get felted by being fired.
belongings in a
That's a
cardboard
felting
box,
too?
tossed out behind them, and shot all over the street. That's what shit happens.
Damn.
The dumb fucks who think they're so smart but don't know anything about the gaming industry, who dictate this kind of shit. Who should be laid off or fired? The people who forced BioWare to make shitty ass Anthem. when all they wanted to do was make another awesome RPG, and they were told, no, make Anthem. Okay? Who should be laid off? The entire fucking group of executives who greenlit Concord.
Definitely.
That fucking uninspired copycat Overwatch piece of shit.
We played it, right?
They should be fired. Why do the people who worked hard to make the garbage that they were told to make lose their jobs? Why are they the ones who are suffering? Right? I just don't understand. How, if you don't hold accountable the people who made the bad decision.
If you don't hold accountable the people. All right, big ups, Random Surge. Laid off once a decade ago and still obsesses over any news of layoffs. I know, it's his favorite because he thinks it like connects with him. Will we okay, if you Q&A. Will he mention how he got laid off before, okay? Doesn't have to be Sikorsky, just any mention of him getting laid off in any manner, okay? Will he say that? That's the poll. Good luck. Here we go.
How will things ever get better in the games industry? They will not. So why are we punishing the wrong people?
Yes.
And you know, it is overall.
Oh, it's a Q&A. Son of a bitch. Q&A. Here's a Q&A. Will he do that? Fail. Q&A. Will he mention getting laid off? Answer your questions. Give me your opinions in that Q&A. All right, I canceled it. Now it's fixed, okay? Fuck it.
Is those stockholders got to get paid. So we got to make sure that somehow they get paid, so it means cut off the employees. Well, go fuck yourself.
Ooh.
You disingenuous, immoral pieces of human shit.
Yeah.
To fucking talk like that. That's the fucking Phil Spencer credo. Well, we got to make money somehow. No, you don't.
Predo? I know pedo. You defend pedos. What's a predo?
You don't.
That's like before you get the dough ready for your Italian loaf. You get the pedo. The predo.
You know what you could do, Phil Spencer? Get fired, and your salary goes to make up for the fact that you're a terrible leader. That's what should happen. Not hurting the people under you. I'm tired of this shit.
Oh, that kind of credo.
It pisses me off every fucking time we hear these stories.
Predo.
Every time we get a shitty game that comes out, like, who the fuck asked for this game? Who's going to pay for it now? The people at the bottom, not the people at the top. No,
correct.
Fire the people at the top.
Yes.
The Yves Guillemets, the Phil Spencers, all right? Whoever's in charge, who made these decisions.
He's making a clip right now, if you didn't know. It's just trying to get a clip.
Right, WB Games or whatever. Whoever's making these decisions, they're the ones who need to be fucking fired. Stop giving these people golden parachutes and making them immune to any kind of accountability for their awful fucking decisions. These people are hard workers and good people who made a shit game because they were told to. Not because they wanted to. Who in your right mind?
They're good people.
Who's a game developer thinks, man, I can't wait to go into work today, sit down, program for 12 hours straight, and make a piece of shit. I can't wait to make the worst game ever. I take pride in the fact that I'm putting out shovelware that no one wants, shill games that just have fucking tons of microtransactions, games as a service that's no fun whatsoever and regurgitates the same content
Eva Longoria.
over and over.
That's more interesting.
Copies other games
Why is Eva Longoria trending?
Pushes stupid fucking political agenda.
Also click Jesus Christ is alive. I'm interested in that too. Any of those options are more interesting. Even Dodgers and Diamondbacks. I'm down for that.
That shouldn't be in video
Whatever
games.
you want.
That's what I can't wait to go in
this.
today and work 12 hours today and make a paycheck doing that. Yes, that's what I've always aspired to do. That's what I went to school for. That's what I studied hard for. That's what I applied for in this job, to make shit. No one.
Can we check out Eva Longoria, please?
They all want to make good games. It's the people who are dictating the games they make that are fucking up, not them.
All right, we done yet? We got the point. It's a clip. Get ready to click the clip.
This is okay. Fed Roger made an example. I'm gonna extrapolate upon it. It's even better. There's a restaurant. There's cooks in the restaurant, correct?
We got a sandwich shop reference. Here we go. Get ready.
To make food. But the owner of the restaurant says, here's the menu.
Yeah.
But the cooks are like, but listen, we could make better food than this. We could make chicken parm. We could make chicken cacciatore. We could make eggplant rollatini. We could do all these amazing dishes. And the owner says, nope, you're just going to make this one lasagna. But we don't want to make the lasagna. We want to do all these cool, we have all the ability to do it. We could do all these excellent dishes. And the owner says, nope, this is the menu, just make this. So they make the lasagna, and then the customers come and like, this lasagna isn't that good, and they go away, and then the business has no business because no one wants the lasagna.
Son of a bitch. I hate to do this.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Okay, we could keep that on lock here.
Do you blame the cooks and fire the cooks? Or do you go to the owner of the business and say, you're the one at charge, you fucked up, get the fuck out?
So the customers are going to say that? Is that the metaphor we're going for? Yeah, the customers are going, excuse me, you're the manager? Get the fuck out. Yeah, get the fuck out. Are you the manager? You're fired. Oh, excuse me, sir, you're a customer. You're fired.
Has no business because no one wants the lasagna. Do you blame the cooks and fire the cooks?
Oh my God.
Or do you go to the owner of the business and say, you're the one at charge, you fucked up, get the fuck out, and get someone competent in here to run the business? You know, it's insane that this is the entire
I do not know what we're
industry
saying here.
of gaming right now. The people in charge are morons. And all they care about is trying to make garbage content for money instead of making art. Because this is the truth. This is why the industry...
Yeah, they really, you know, a lot of companies do that. How can we make the shittiest game possible? You know, that's our goal. So, good, you know, we want to make the worst games possible.
Is how it is, folks. Because now, just like every other industry,
please.
TV,
Yeah.
movies, music, theater, everything, they've all gone so big time.
Theater?
It's all about printing money rather than making art that's good. It used to be you make the good product first, then you profit from it. Now it's how do we design the product to make profit, regardless of the fact if it's good or not, and then hopefully people like it. No, you have art backwards.
Oh.
You make the art for art's sake to be good, to be entertaining, to be meaningful, to be an experience that people want to remember for the rest of their life. When was the last time in the last 5 years you played a game and when you were playing it, your jaw dropped and you were like, oh shit, I'm going to remember this.
Oh shit! This is when you're walking in the streets of Los Angeles where Jenna used to go. Sometimes you're walking and you might step in something and you look down and you point, and then what do you say?
And when you were playing it, your jaw dropped and
This is what, okay, just to restart, just to be clear. You're walking down the street where Jenna lives, and sometimes you might point down and you have to move you almost step in something. What do you almost step in?
you were like, oh shit.
Oh shit. It's tough. It is rampant down there.
I'm going to remember this moment, this gaming moment forever. Can you name one game in the last 5 years that's happened at all?
Yes.
If you can, good. I'm happy for you. But I get the feeling that many people right now would be like, hey, you know, I played the sequel to something and the sequel was kind of good. But, you know, how many jaw-dropping experiences do we really get anymore?
A lot. So many.
Not many. Not many. And even a game like Elden Ring. Because a lot of people are saying Elden Ring in the chat.
Yeah.
Elden Ring is just the end product of everything FromSoft has done. It was not a jaw-dropping new experience. It was the epitome of what they could do based on their previous works. But it wasn't like, wow, it blew me away. It was like, okay, plays like Dark Souls, but it has cool open world. It's good, right?
Ghost of
but it's
Tsushima.
not, wow, something I never expected, blew me away, mind-numbing. I'll remember, you know, it was good.
Mind-numbing?
But to me, it's just like this industry is going to fall apart unless we allow game developers to innovate again. And what we're finding is when game developers can innovate, they're successful. A lot of the indie game success that we've seen in the last 5 years, these indie games that take off and become viral, it's because
Baldur's
these people
Gate
were
3?
allowed to cook, but they didn't have the constraints of a time frame or a budget, or it has to appeal to this crowd. It has to have a games as a service formula and shit. You know what I mean? They were just allowed to make what they wanted. And then they made a game that was good and people liked it. And then it got
Changed
success
my life.
when a streamer or a content creator played it. This is the difference today. It's
F-Zero?
like, well, it's pre-installed. We made the game first. We designed it to print money. Then we gave it to selected streamers. So hopefully they'll play it early so it gets early exposure so they can kiss its
Sonic
butt.
Spinball?
And then
Great.
hopefully the money train will
Jaws?
print. No.
Back to the
That's not
Future?
how it works. People have to discover games on their own that they like. Not you gave it to them early and you installed these fucking paid advertisement shills to say
Sims
the game was
2?
good early, so now people will buy it. People have stopped
Sim-Ant.
believing the bullshit.
Top
all right?
Gun.
There's
Yep.
no more situations like there was with State of Decay 2 and shit years ago, where everyone just believed everyone who got a game early. Now, people are becoming increasingly skeptical of this practice.
Oddworld? Great.
So now they have to make good games, and all these shitty games are failing. And who gets hurt? The game developers, not the people who made the bad decisions. Fuck that shit. The industry needs to change. They need to start getting people in positions of power who understand the game industry, who understand the culture, who know what's going on. This is ridiculously stupid, what's happening in the industry right now, and people need to take a stand against it.
Yeah, take a stand.
Know what I'm saying?
What are you going to do?
Okay.
Okay.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
So that's my story. Let's. I got one shout out to do. Hold on.
No, but what he's saying, okay, this is one of those cases where what he's saying is not inherently wrong, but he says it in the most dented way possible. You just don't want to be on board. It's like, yeah, you know what? I don't want to agree with this because you're saying it in the stupidest way possible. Yes, would it be cool if people were allowed to do their art and not worry about sales and just try all this new shit? Yes, but fortunately, that's not the world we live in. But how he says it makes you just hate it. You know, it's like, actually, I like that.
I received a $2 tip from Only Iced Infinite. Wild Pill, some of the stuff in the documentary is rough. You're sure you should react to it.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's all already been said.
It is rough, though. Can it still be rough, even if it's already been said?
It's literally all already been.
Is he drunk today? Listen to that too.
Already been said. It's literally all already been said.
How much did we hit the gym today?
There's nothing in that documentary that's going to be like, oh my God, you know, I didn't know about it.
It can still be rough.
We've talked about all of it.
It can still be rough.
What exactly should I be afraid of in this documentary?
Let me count the ways. I'll just choose one. Telling a hospital that she shouldn't. Telling a hospital that next time you have no permission to take her to the hospital, they should just give her a pill. And then you said you did her a favor by picking her up from the hospital. And I want to remind you, she lived with you for many years at that point, even though you weren't going out. Philip's words were, I did her a favor. Now, I wouldn't call that a favor. I would call that being a human being. But unfortunately, you call that a favor. That's an example of what could be seen as rough, even though it's already been brought up before. Gordon Flowers, pointing at Derek, says, my spouse is sleeping around in the background. Well, no.
Boogeyman is going to come out of the fucking closet exactly, right? The shit from the FGC days 20 years ago that's not representative of me today.
Who cares? You still
big
did it.
Fucking deal, right?
Saying you pimp slapped an 11-year-old girl.
Already said, big fucking deal. It's not a big deal. It's not, okay?
Oh, excuse me. Give her a pill and drop her off somewhere. Thank you. All right, that's correct.
I'm going to see it tonight, Jade. I didn't figure you'd be too much into the drama aspect of me reacting to my own documentary, okay? So it is what it is, and
ALT companion,
gameplay every day. Tomorrow we're doing Call of Duty.
Chat.
Wednesday we're doing Street Fighter. So hopefully you'll enjoy that content. Gotcha. Okay.
See you, Jade. Get fucked, brother. I don't give a shit about games anymore, dude.
Okay. So anyway, guys. So right now, we have over 200 likes. Thank you again. Just a reminder, if you're enjoying today's stream, please like it. The engagement is helping this channel a ton. I would really appreciate it if you could do that for me. We have like one super chat today, and it's from a supposed troll. It'd be great if we get some more. 5 memberships. Thank you for that. Maybe we get some more. But notably, guys, what I'm looking at is the King's tips. Guys, we're only at $24 in tips. We have about 20, 25 minutes left on the show.
No, we did not.
It'd be great if we could hit at least the, $50 in tips by the end of the show. Obviously, for the end of the stream, I want to hit the goal of 150 and keep the King streak going. Please consider supporting. If you contribute, I will give you a live shout out. Okay?
Oh, hold on. In that case, hang on. You made it sound so good.
About? We have some open time here to discuss whatever you would like. So if you guys have any topics that you would like to discuss,
yeah, Philip's retired for the moment. It's just too blatant now. It's not fun to hit Philip anymore. But that would absolutely be a Philip.
And close some stuff.
He's retired
here.
right now. For the moment. He might come out of retirement.
I accidentally closed the documentary, which I'm going to watch later. Hold on. Stupid me.
Get in there, Snood. Get in there, Atlas. Come on. He needs it.
I'll just leave this open for... Okay. All right. Oh, I received a $10 tip here.
There we go. Oh. Reading intently. Ear move.
An anonymous tipper tips $10. He goes, the biggest surprise of the doc to me is how thick your neck actually used to be.
Yeah, definitely.
How thick my neck used to be. I mean, maybe because I was so fat. I mean, keep in mind, when I started on YouTube,
Oh, God.
I was chubby, man. I told you, at my heaviest, I was 240 pounds.
Whoa.
And now I'm 200, you know, or I fluctuate around 200. Sometimes I'm 205, sometimes like 195, now around 200. I lost all that weight. But yeah, I mean, obviously I was a big boy. I was eating very unhealthily and doing a lot of stupid things, right? So that's pretty funny. Thank you for the tip.
Doing a lot of stupid things, meaning eating fast food every day? Is that what we're going with, or? Okay.
Would I play Metroid Prime 4 next year if it comes out? Yes. Good morning, Doomer. How are you? Welcome.
Oh, Doomer Ziggy. He'll be on the show tonight.
Am I going to play Dead Rising Remaster? I'm going to be honest with you, Mr. South. I don't think I can. Here's why. So right now I'm still playing right now I'm still playing Black Myth Wukong. That's in the rotation. And I'm still going to periodically be playing Street Fighter 6. Okay? We're now playing the Black Ops 6 beta. That's only going to last for a week because then it's going to end. But this Friday, we've got Astrobot coming out.
I do not care.
Or do Valley or whatever. So yeah, so all that's coming up. But then Warhammer. Then we've got the Dead Rising. Street Fighter 6, Terry, very tough month for me to like.
Very tough.
Juggle
Play
everything.
Games.
You
Play
know,
games.
it just is. It's going to be a really tough month, and I'm going to do my absolute best.
Talking about playing
to juggle
games.
everything for you guys.
Okay.
I will. But it is what it is. You know, I gotta be careful. I don't want to take on too much, and then essentially be burnt out and not be able to do it, or have a million games going, and then I just don't have time to come back.
You're talking about playing games.
To the games. That's what's happening right now. Like Black Myth Wukong, if this were normal and crazy things weren't going on, I'd be way further into Black Myth Wukong. I'd probably be almost done with it. But now take a look. I only played it once this week, today. That's it. I can't even play it again this week. You know? This week's insane because of everything going on. So, yeah, I find myself torn between a million things.
Right.
And,
games.
You know, that's going to hold me up dramatically from doing a lot of games. So I'm going to have to really pick and choose. And you guys, I hope, will understand that
people in chat don't give a shit about the
right
games,
now,
except for
but
Jade.
They will get back into normalcy once we get through reacting to this documentary. Okay? We'll go from there, and we'll try to get more gameplay into the schedule and figure stuff out.
People are asking for it now. Let's see.
Lorray Tide says LTG wants to be on the podcast. Yeah, well, is he going to say anything and contact me, or is he just going to say that in the chat? If he reaches out to me in a way where I can believe it's him, all right, then I will, consider it. But I haven't heard from him at all. I can't contact him because he blocked me on Twitter. You know, if he unblocks me on Twitter, then I probably believe what you're saying. Jeremy Kyle says, I was hoping you would play Star Wars Outlaws. It's hilarious because of the amount of glitches. We did play it on release day for 5 hours, and no one liked it. People found it very boring. So, I'm not going to go crazy to play it again if there's no real demand. And it seems like there's no demand. Like, people just they didn't dig it. So, I'm not going to
he's showing demand
freak
right
out
now
about playing it again when I could just focus on other things people actually want to see. Someone submitted your tweet to him on his Discord reactions. Okay, so is he going to unblock me from Twitter so we can talk like humans? Instead of him blocking me like he did last year, which was really stupid.
Similar to how you muted Maximilian dude because he had ads. Kind of stupid, huh?
Like, my idea, for those who don't know, my idea last year was thus. I was getting back into competitive Street Fighter for the first time in a long time, and a lot of people were following me on that journey, wondering, can Phil get good at Street Fighter 6?
No one was doing that.
Because I really had sucked for a long time, not caring.
No one gave a shit about that.
And I knew he was going to be playing Street Fighter 6, and my idea was for us to do a collaborative work together.
Collaborative work together. He's talking about playing a game with someone else. That's the collaborative work together.
Where we would fight each other in Street Fighter. Probably multiple characters and go back and forth. And I wanted to basically do a stream where we would compete with Evo. Like, no lie, our stream fighting each other would be in competition directly with one of the Evo Day streams.
And I assume And I assure you that no one would give a shit about that and never cares about Evo way more.
And I was wondering, could we get a lot of their viewership? Could we pull the viewers over?
No.
Have people go in Evo chat and be like, hey, DSP and LTG are fighting, check it out. And then people would jump to the stream and give us all hype. I think it would work.
You know who would jump is the people that aren't actual competitive fighting game players. You know, Philip likes to LARP as he is a competitive game player. The people that would jump to see LTG and Philip play are the people that aren't competitive fighting game players, the people he's trying to LARP as. But yes.
I think that would definitely would have worked. People would have been excited for that. And instead of him taking it seriously, he made a series of videos. The first one was basically him saying that I have to look to my image, and I have to work on my sexy.
And that completely changed Philip's life, so much so that he doesn't wear gaming shirts anymore just because LTG called him out on that.
I need to lose weight, and I need to change my setup to look good. Basically, all this stuff about the physical appearance, which is hilarious because it's obvious he didn't watch my content recently to see that everything had been upgraded and changed.
No, it had not. This is a 100% lie to your face once again. He did not change anything about his appearance until after that. So once again, we are just lying. The most direct lie you can do is happening right here to your face.
He had no idea. And basically he just a lot of stupid shit like that, right? So I went on my show and I made fun of him saying that shit, saying, dude, you're a fucking weirdo. Why do you care about my appearance?
Correct, as well.
And fucking and play me, accept my challenge. And instead of being serious about that, he blocked me on Twitter. He made a big post, oh, you're a clout chaser and you're this and that, and he blocked me. Like, dude,
all true,
this is going to be beneficial for both sides. We were both going to get a boost. We were both going to get views at a time when Street Fighter 6 was ultra hype because it just come out. Everyone was interested in rivalries and shit like that in the game. It would have been awesome. Instead, he shoots it down immediately. Like, how dumb. I just don't understand it.
Okay, real quick, just because I don't want to just say stuff that have you just believe me. I'd rather just have the proof of it. So this is him talking about LTG, and as you can see, he has not upgraded his look in any way. He's still wearing gamer shirts.
As crispy as possible. I don't know if you do look. The hairline, the jawline. I got my jewelry on the outside of my branded pop culture shirt. I'm trying to look nice and crispy for you.
As you can see, he is not wearing his crispy clothes, as he just tried to lie to you and tell you that he was. Just to be clear, let me show that again.
Oh, and I made fun of him saying he had been upgraded in chance, weight, and I made a series of videos. The first one was basically him saying that I have to look to my image, and I have to work on my sexy, and I need to lose weight, and I need to change my setup to look good. Basically, all this stuff about the physical appearance, which is hilarious because it's obvious he didn't watch my content recently to see that everything had been upgraded and changed.
It had not, actually. In fact, it had not. The background had been the same it's been for years. As you can still gamer shirt. The gamer shirts showed up. Let's see. How long did it take the gamer shirts to show up after that comment? Okay. So as you can see, that comment is from July 25th of 2023. This is August 2nd of 2023. So it took less than a month. It took less than a month. A month later, after LTG called him out on his crispiness, there we go. A month later, thanks LTG. I'll take your advice, brother.
Well, it's crispy. I don't talk about my.
Thank you so much for that, LTG. I will take your advice on that. There we go. Live Redcon. Expect those tonight.
He had no idea. And basically he just a lot of stupid shit like that, right? So I went, sir, and you're this and that, and he blocked me. Like, dude, this is going to be beneficial for both sides. We were both going to get a boost. We were both going to get views at a time when Street Fighter 6 was ultra hype because it just come out. Everyone was interested in rivalries and shit like that in the game. It would have been awesome. Instead, he shoots it down immediately. Like, how dumb. I just don't understand it.
And yes, he did. Smash Guy. Correct.
Okay.
Mundo.
Yako Almighty feels I'd be better off skipping Astrobot and playing the Dead Rising 5.
I do not care.
Astrobot.
There is nothing I care about
like
less
the Dead Rising
on
remake
this
or something.
earth.
If Astrobot game is just
Astrobot.
Okay. Anything else you guys would like to talk about? And by the way, guys, again, please support the stream. I really would like to hit this goal sooner rather than later. Because you know me, I don't like talking about it. Honestly, I just don't.
Right.
Once in a while, I'll say, hey, let's get some likes on the stream. Like right now, we're at 216 likes. Let's get that to 250 likes. It's free to do. It's easy to do. Just click the like button. It helps the channel. Please do that, right?
Oh, I can do
Super
that.
chats. We got like $6. Let's get that to like 10 or 15. We got 5 memberships. Let's get 10 memberships, right? But
You enjoyed the Triple P impression?
in regards to the tips, that's my main focus. And hitting the 150 to continue the king streak is obviously something
But
everyone wants.
he can't add a lick of comedy into it, so it just comes off as the most cringe thing of all time.
And I don't want to have to talk about it all day as I play Black Myth Wukong. I don't want it to be on my mind. I just want to focus on the game.
Yeah.
In fact, people have literally said my streams are better when I hit the goals early because then I don't talk about them and I can just focus on the game.
You know what? Here's the thing. You don't have to do the thing people don't like, actually. That's a choice. Okay? That is a choice. Unfortunately, you don't have to beg. So the beg here is, I've been told that when I don't beg, my content is better. So, therefore, pay me more so I don't do the thing that makes my content worse. Okay. Sounds good? Give money, please. Thank you.
My streams are better when I hit the goals early because then I don't talk about them and I can just focus on the game.
Okay, gotcha.
So, please, if you like the content, please, let's hit the goal right away. Let's get it out of the way so that we can focus on Black Myth and I can just get as far as I can today because I can only play it once this week pretty much, right?
So, that means we need to pay more? Big ups, Nervous Noodles. And so the retconning week begins. The week of retcon begins.
Why did LTG block me? I just told you. Because he's so upset that... All right. The truth is, the reason he blocked me is because of Vizan.
Okay. So, hold on. We had a story, then we did a quick turn at the corner and went down a different road. So here we go. He's talking about well, I say Viscant, but he says Vizant. But here we go.
Why did LTG block me? I just told you. Because he's so upset.
Okay, here's the first story. He's so upset, but then he said, oh no, there's something better I can say.
That, all right, the truth is, the reason he blocked me is
now
because of Vizan. Because the last time he had a giant rivalry with anyone was with Vizan, and after basically having this feud with Vizan, and then going to the tournament and losing to him, he lost a ton of face, right? It made him look awful, and
we are talking about over a decade ago, correct? I don't think Visant is in LTG's mind anymore. So fucking long ago.
Felt that whole rivalry gained him nothing. Like, he made
Who
nothing out of
cares?
it whatsoever.
Yes, it did. It still gave him a fucking lot of eyes on LTG. And I know he's a lolcow, but still, more eyes on you are better when you're a lolcow.
Just a bunch of wasted time and effort.
2014.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, that's still on his mind.
So,
definitely.
Now,
holy fuck.
To see a similar thing happening, him and me, having a rivalry or whatever, he thinks it's going to be the same thing. It's not.
No,
I actually don't have bad feelings or bad blood with LTG.
Okay.
The point was to have a fun rivalry where we could play and get views during... By the way, it's pronounced Vizan. I don't know if you guys know that. Everyone says Viscant or whatever. It's actually pronounced Vizan. But no one knows that. That's old school FGC shit. Everyone just said Viscant over the years because they didn't realize it's actually pronounced Vizant, but whatever.
Okay, Vizant. I'll say Vizant now. Triple P just posted a picture. There we go. And Triple P retweeted Misery Merchant. Big ups. Jesus standing on trial. I don't know what this image... Oh, there's Jesus... There we go. There's Jesus. I don't know what this image is a reference to, but I know there's Jesus in it. I don't know what else there is. I don't know what the deeper meaning is. Any religious style people that could tell me what's going on here?
Anyway, basically.
So what does that mean? What does that? Give it to me in sandwich shop terms.
This idea that I had last year.
Oh, I will. Here. Okay, sorry, my bad. This pre-stream sucks now anyway, so here. Go. There we go. So it looks like we have some sort of image here. Looks like a gentleman on the left here is known as Jesus Christ. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's a very religious figure. Son of God, some say. Some call him Zombie Jesus. Okay. There's the tip bowl. No, he's washing his hands there. This is Jesus being betrayed by the Jews. Okay. That's... Okay. Looks like there's a Zeus in there as well. I see Aphrodite there. I don't know what's going on. Someone that's smarter than me, explain what's going on. Hades, Hercules. A lot of stuff happening in this image that I can't keep up with.
Made us both a lot of money. We would have both had streams.
Is that
our
it?
Own perspectives, our supporters, and even our trolls. Everyone would have been in on this. You know, who's gonna win, DSP or LTG? And it would have been an epic thing. And instead, he turned it into like a pissing match. Which
so the point is, Triple P isn't guilty for what's happening now. Okay, I will. Oscaros. Oscaros, I'm trusting you now. Washing his hands and shit. Is Jesus on trial by Pontius Pilate for death? Okay. Okay.
Pissing match. I want to have a real match on the board, but benefit from this. He doesn't see it. He told me, you have to pay me $5,000 for my time.
It was a joke.
Dude, if the stream went down the way I planned it, you would have made $5,000 on the stream. You would have had a ton of people coming and supporting you on your side that day. You would have got 1,000, 2,000 new fucking subscribers.
Gotcha.
You would have got, you know, bits and tips and shit. You would have got all of it. I probably wouldn't have made that much, but you would have. It just doesn't make sense. The guy didn't even want to talk. It wasn't even like, oh, well, let's negotiate till it's something beneficial to both of us. It was just flat out, no, pay me $5,000, and he blocked me.
It's a fucking joke,
So obviously
dude.
he didn't want the $5,000. He just wanted to be out of the situation, or else he wouldn't have blocked me on Twitter to begin with. So the ball is in his court, but he's hit.
Balls are dangling in his court. All right, I'm retweeting this then. There we go. Retweet.
I call it his castle because he's basically hiding on his stream for a year.
You're the king. How's the castle?
He refused to engage with anything. He just sits there and accepts contributions, but isn't really doing anything besides raging at Street Fighter. So, I mean, he could do that
else
forever.
you know do
He's
that?
happy doing it. I was thinking we could branch out and do something different, and he rejected the idea. You know, and he blocked me, so the possibility of any further talks are gone. You know, now opinion is flipped on me. People like me. I got more people checking out my content. We got more positive stuff going on. And now that that's happening, there's no opportunity to talk with him because he closed the line of communication.
Okay.
See?
Man, this pre-stream sucks. Not gonna lie. This is not an all-star. This one is wasting some space on the servers of YouTube, not gonna lie. Just being honest.
I don't have his email address, but he should just unblock me on Twitter if he wants to talk.
Definitely.
It's ridiculous. He should just stop being silly and unblock me on Twitter, and then we can talk like humans.
Yep, correct.
They're shooting emails back and
Big
forth.
up, Sam. Oh, Philip, you missed it. Phil spoke ill of your people, Sam, and I do mean you people. I mean the British-style people. There's a wrestling show that asked him to come on, and he said he had a hard time understanding them. And they do not have a thick accent. They do not at all.
Received a $5 tip.
It was very funny.
I was watching the documentary. I never even knew you beat Justin Wong at EVO. Win DSP, all hail the king. Yes, I did.
EVO qualifier. Hope you say that, Philip. I hope you say it.
I did. In Super Turbo and versions of Super Turbo, I've beaten Justin Wong at EVO. Correct.
Okay, just want to be
clear.
clear.
And it's documented. It's real. It actually happened. It's not...
EVO qualifier. Yes, it has happened. Correct.
Oh, it was the inferior version of Super Turbo on PS1.
Also correct.
It was actually the other versions, too. I was always good at Super Turbo Street Fighter. It's just that people made shit up.
Oh, okay. Made shit up. Yes, we made shit up.
Didn't I want Keem to email me? Lord X Law, were you not here for the fucking interview when I told him I was razzing him the whole time and it was a way for me to stick back at him because he was trolling me online?
Okay, so maybe LTG's doing the same razzing.
Like, did you not watch the interview?
LTG's a big razzer.
You're the only one. You're the only one. Good for you. Jay says, when is that girl with the big fish game coming out? I don't think it had a release date. I know what game you're talking about.
Big Fish game?
Black Myth Wukong. Then I'm gonna look at other stuff. So Derek or otherwise, you're a fucking loser.
Kingly Dead Air. That's from his own chat, by the way. Aloha Snack Bar Legend says Christ before Roman Gov Pontius Pilate and Pilate knew he was innocent, but the Jewish I don't know how to say that word. I'm not very scream for his blood, and Pick Pilate is washing his hands clean of the wrongful execution of an innocent man. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense. So he's not washing his hands of the king. He's washing his hands of the execution of Philip. It's not his fault that Philip was executed by Joon. In other words. Oh, there you go. Now it makes sense. Now that makes a lot of sense. And I have been saying he's been hoarding it for far too long, honestly.
Oh, by the way, I missed a super chat here. I apologize. Daniel had done a super chat 12 minutes ago. He said, the king has spoken. Suffer, game industry, suffer. Sorry. Daniel, I'm so sorry. Really? Totally my fault that I missed your super chat. Now we can at least say that we have a super chat on the leaderboard. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for that.
If Rambo reached out, would you have him on the show? No, because Rambo would not want to be on the show.
If Rambo reached out, would he be on the show? That is the question. You can't say, therefore, he does not want to, because the hypothetical question means he already wants to, okay?
The whole point is that Rambo had enough of the internet drama.
Okay, there we go.
That was caused
don't answer that.
by being associated with me when my trolls got so extreme that they started branching out into the other people involved with me.
So just don't answer.
I feel like that's why eventually he
easier.
just disappeared from the internet, because he wanted to completely separate himself from that level of drama. He would never want to be a guest on my show.
Okay.
He would want to have a private conversation behind the scenes that no one knows about.
Okay, similar to reaching out to you and see if you want to get on the show. Okay, gotcha. Just want to be clear there. Kingly Dead Air. Yes.
Near the end of the show. We're getting near the end, and then we're going to jump back into Black Myth Wukong, okay?
Don't sound so happy about it.
So last chance if you have something to ask. If you'd like to contribute, hopefully we can at least hit $50 by the end of the show. Would be great.
Oh, God, we gotta go.
My sister's not being abused.
Gods, we gotta go to the games. God, we gotta play Black Myth Wukong. If you could, guys, honestly, seriously, I don't want to worry about it. Mr. Extravagant? Oh, this is Kingly Dead Air.
X-Post Explained. I have no idea what you're talking about. X-Post Explained.
You know, the social media you use? You call it X, even though no one else fucking does?
Am I going to continue chain together with the Kino Casino excuse me, the Kino Casino boys? I have no idea. They're on vacation for a while, actually. I believe they're still on vacation for at least 2 more weeks. And then when they come back, we'll see what's up with them, how they're feeling, what they're thinking of doing for content. I have no problem doing another one-off stream of Chain Together with them. If they wanted to.
Kino Casino is.
So I guess we'll see what happens. But, I mean, you're asking the wrong person. When they come back from their vacation, I'm sure then there'll be discussions of future stuff. But for now, I'm not against it. Why would I be against it? We had a good time, right? We had a good time together.
Why are you so self-conscious? Why are you so, not confident about it? Jesus Christ. Just answer the question. Why are you so self-conscious about it? Why would I be against it? Why are you saying that? I never said I would be against it. I would definitely be for it, okay? They're on vacation right now. Mr. Extravagant says, I'm surprised DSP and Joon haven't had any arguments over whom is the true king. Mr. Extravagant, I would bet. I would bet something that will be the planned joke for Philip on that interview, okay? Get ready for it. That is the planned joke.
Choom Laboom asks, do you believe you could have been competitive
How
at
are you
Street Fighter
banned?
6 on the professional
No one is
level
banned.
if you focused in on it like you did during your Street Fighter Turbo days? Yes, but what that would have implied is I need to travel. I actually need to go to physical tournaments and play a wide variety of people to learn how to play the game offline and to learn various strategies that you're never going to see online implemented because you probably can't. There is a very big difference between playing a game exclusively online or playing it offline in a tournament. 0 schedule. All right, I'll fix it. People who want to play at a high level.
Do not care. Really do not care. Nervous Noodles, you are correct.
Shit.
Tonight should be fun. Way more fun than this. I promise you that. Oh my god.
Down. I probably have a typo in it, though. Guys, we are 13 likes away from 250. Let's hit the 250 likes by the end of the show.
Thank you, Maurice.
And again, please, we can get some more contributions. That'd be great.
Please.
Because what's going to end up happening is now I'm going to have to keep bringing this shit up when I'm trying to play the game. And I hope
I'm gonna have to keep bringing it up.
because what's going to end up happening is now I'm going to have to keep bringing this shit up when I'm trying to play the game. And I hope we keep it going. I don't know what's going on. Typically by now we would definitely have a lot more. So please consider contributing. Let's hit $50 right now. Just before the show ends, because we're about to end in like 5 minutes, okay?
Yes, I am Monkey Spank.
Excuse me.
Me and Doomer Ziggy, the lore legend, the lore connoisseur that brings more than you could ever abhor. Doomer Ziggy, tonight with me. He's a master of the old lore, too. That's why I got him for tonight.
I know this month is just weird because normally I'm Mr. Games. I'm the guy who plays all the big releases and I'm juggling them all. Normally my week this week would have been Black Myth Wukong right now, Street Fighter tonight, tomorrow the Black Ops beta, and then probably some like Stardew Valley. And then Wednesday probably would have done maybe some Star Wars instead of just dropping it, right? I probably would have done some Star Wars. You know, and then I would have this week would have been an insanely heavy gameplay week. Instead, it's a light gameplay week because I got to react to this documentary, you know? So it's this weird mix and balance of stuff going on right now that I just got to deal with. And it's fine. It's just a lot of crazy stuff.
Crazy, dude. Crazy. I can't keep up with it,
and
dude.
it's all at once. So once we get through this documentary, then we go, you know, back to normalcy.
Definitely. Yeah, Evil AJ was one of the... We definitely reached out to Evil AJ. He couldn't do it at that time for some reason, so we're kind of waiting for the right time next, but Evil AJ is always welcome, and he's not against it. Just for some reason, he couldn't do it when we asked the first time, but obviously would love to have Evil AJ on. He's not a very public dude all the time, you know? Copeside Phil says, I think it's setting in this doc will hurt him. Maybe. We'll see.
Long live the king. Are you a coward? He says you should skip the doc. It will not go well. No, really. Are you a coward?
Ooh.
In life, you face things head on. You don't run from them and cower from them and pretend like they don't exist, right? Like, I'm going to do this whole documentary react, have it done with, and move forward positively in my life. And the truth is, not everyone is going to like the answers that I have, and not everyone is going to like the fact that I can't show you all of my personal information to prove or disprove things. I don't care.
We don't need personal information, just like a screen name, or even like a few letters from the screen name. That's kind of it, actually.
Most people don't give a shit anyway.
Oh,
they're like, this is stupid. The shit that people are hating on you for, right? Like,
yeah, the 24,000 people that were watching when the stream was on live, they don't really care. I'm pretty sure they didn't care. The 24,000 people watching it premiere, or however many thousand it was, they definitely didn't care.
Fucking playing a mobile game, or, you know, even the bankruptcy shit is so dumb because I've already gone over it 1,000,000 times in a very logical manner that makes sense to anyone who has a logical mind.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Thank you.
People don't want logic, they want drama.
Yes.
So they just keep thinking weird shit instead of the thing that what do they say in a case where
Okay, yeah. Please, sandwich shop. Sandwich shop.
There's a saying, and it's like,
yeah, pizza for
usually
me.
In most cases, it's the most logical thing that actually is the truth, not the crazy fringe insano.
That's Occam's razor you're speaking of, and that actually means Philip Burnell will do what is the laziest. Philip Burnell will always take the laziest path in any choice given to him. That's Occam's razor. That's what you're trying to think of, Philip.
Logical thing that actually is the truth, not the crazy fringe insano thing. And whenever I try to present a logical case for something, no one wants to hear it. Right?
Yes.
So that's
because the logical case is often, that's not true. That's the logical case that Philip offers, which is the same thing that Stuttering Craig did not believe, and now he is backstabbed him for not believing the that's not true thing.
That's the thing. It drives me nuts that if people would just think matter-of-factly and logically about things, they probably would have figured out everything by now, and it would have all made sense. But no one wants to do that. Everyone just wants to think, what's the most extreme, stupid thing? Phil's a heinous villain, a horrendous criminal, a terrible person, and a terrible husband, and a terrible blah, blah, blah. But that's not the truth.
There's reasons for all of those thoughts, right? That's all I can say, is there's reasons for every single one of those thoughts you said, right? So sometimes people do sum it up by saying things like that. But however, there is always reasons for all of those thoughts, right? But I know and you're trying to speak to your fan base here, so you're not going to bring that part up. But unfortunately, there is reasons for every single one of those points you just said. That's the thing you have to debunk. It's not just, I'm not a villain. That doesn't mean anything. You have to say, I didn't do this because if you didn't do the bad thing, then you wouldn't be the villain. So just try to explain away the reasons people think those things. You can't just say, I'm not bad. That doesn't really do anything.
The truth is somewhere in the middle of everything that people say, but no one's been able to figure it out, and I can't talk about it because it puts everything in my life at personal risk. So I can't open up all my accounts and shit to show you, right?
Okay.
So
gotcha.
Some people will not give a fuck. Some people will give a fuck and hate me because I'm not going to say or do or prove innocence in certain cases. But for the most part, this last month has shown most people just won't give a fuck. They're here to have a good time. They're here to enjoy content. They know
this is the most organic second cooming of all time. Yes, this was definitely organic and not influenced by outside forces that will definitely not be fleeting and go away at some point. Yes, this is organic growth of the highest order.
No, I haven't murdered anyone. I haven't groomed anyone.
No, he did. That's not. There's no proof of grooming. I'll be very matter of fact in this one. There's no proof of grooming. Correct.
Haven't done horrendous, awful, illegal actions.
Well, that's a little bit more of a gray area there. But okay, go ahead.
I haven't fucking faked cancer.
You did not fake cancer. Correct.
I haven't doxed.
You have not doxed, but you threatened to do so. Correct.
Fucking scammed.
Oh, now you're going a little bit past the point of me just sitting here quietly. All right. So that last one you definitely did and even admitted to doing. So that's a little bit different there.
I haven't fucking faked cancer. I haven't doxed. I haven't fucking scammed. I haven't scammed.
Okay. Yes, we're gonna let him cook. We'll wait for tonight. We'll wait for tonight to get the receipts on how many of those do you want to show.
Any of these awful things that other people have done. No fundraisers that I didn't give the money away, but I held on to it for years and years.
Yeah, you kept the money, but there was a fundraiser for a certain clawless son you have there.
None of that shit. So at the end of the day, you can make a 4-hour documentary.
Yeah.
But if it's a 4-hour documentary of a lot of lame, tame shit and things that...
Lame, tame shit. So he has fully get into the Kino angle of... You haven't doxed any... the company line of Kino Casino of how he's not that bad, right? Philip doesn't... His kids aren't addicted to drugs like Raqueta. He hasn't faked cancer like Boogie. Yeah, I mean, if that's what it takes to defend you, doesn't mean you're that good of a person, does it? You're not Hitler. Okay. Well, that's level 1, all right? You're not Hitler. Got it. Okay, what's level 2? You know what I mean?
We're blown out of proportion that no one should really care about, then who cares? Why would I be afraid to react to the documentary?
Yep. Well, you can see what's on his mind.
I just don't get it.
That was not even a tip. He could have moved right past that one, but he chose not to. What's your opinion on tucking?
Me doxing some guy is in the doc? Well, good. I look forward very much.
Yes.
I look forward to watching the documentary and
Me
finding
too.
that out. Because maybe at some point there was a fringe time in my 16 plus years.
What's a fringe time? What's a fringe time?
The YouTuber that I did dox someone, but it literally doesn't come to mind at all.
Okay, I hate to say this. I really hate to do this. But just because something doesn't come to mind doesn't mean you didn't do it. I hate to bring this up, everybody, but here's the fact. When you do something, just because you can't remember doing it, doesn't mean you can wash your hands of all blame of doing that thing. It's kind of crazy, actually, how that works. Because I definitely, when I was in my drinking days, I did a lot of stuff when I was drunk. And the next morning, I don't know what people were talking about. But I still people were pissed when sometimes I did some bad shit those days. Like peeing in sinks and stuff. It was wild. But I still took responsibility for what I did during my drunk times. But Philip is asking for you to forget those pesky little times he can't remember because he doesn't remember it. Sound good?
At all. Because I would never do that actively unless maybe I did a million years ago and I don't remember it. But if it's
so
some of the
what?
recent shit, like for example, a few years ago, where some person tried to set me up and they sent me a Photoshop.
No, it wasn't just a sink. I was a notorious P wherever. I said sink to kind of save face, honestly, but that's as far as I'm gonna go. But I was a anywhere pisser, just being honest. At my worst. You know, when you're blacked out, who knows, you know? But those days are long past, guys.
Version of their driver's license.
Golden shower. I was giving golden showers everywhere. I was throwing showers everywhere, and there were golden showers. People loved it.
All the information that was important blocked, okay? And then I said to my moderators in chat, did anyone else get anything like this? Because this is weird. I don't know why someone would send me a Photoshopped license. It kind of seems like it's a weird trap. And then one of my moderators, moderators in chat that was important, shopped a version where some.
So remember, you couldn't remember doing it. So here we go. Let me listen to this clearly because we're gonna have to debunk already.
If it's some of the recent shit, like for example, a few years ago, where some person tried to set me up and they sent me a photoshopped version of their driver's license, where it had all the information that was important blocked. Okay. And then I said to my moderators in chat, did anyone else get anything like this? Because this is weird. I don't know why someone would send me a Photoshopped license. It kind of seems like it's a weird trap.
I don't remember that part. I don't remember that part. I don't remember the second part. Do you? There was nothing blocked on that thing.
And then one of my moderators was a detractor sitting in there, fooling everyone to thinking that they were, someone friendly. And then they...
Irrelevant. Listen. I did a lot of bad shit, but there was also a detractor in there that told everyone about the bad shit I was doing. If he wasn't there, none of you would have found out. Sound good? Christian C, no, he has not. Big up, but he has still not mentioned that. Someone asked about it, and he said, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Took it and put it... You see? He doxed him.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm asking you if anyone sent you the info like this as an attempt at setting us up saying we're doxing people.
Oh, don't worry. We'll watch that clip if it comes to it.
And now you're saying I doxed someone.
Okay.
I didn't dox anyone. It basically, they bit right into it. Like, that was the trap to begin with. That was what they were planning to do.
Oh, so you did dox them then. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, Philip did a tweet that said... This was it. It just said down. And it was basically, he's not admitting it's down from the rafters. He was just trying to get attention back on him because, all attention of the internet, in this corner of the internet, I should say, was on Joon. And Philip didn't like that. So he had to do this to get attention back on him. That's basically it.
But there was no doxing. I never went on the internet and showed everyone someone's license, right? I wouldn't even be able to because the license was already photoshopped to block information.
Well, I hope that's shown in the documentary then, huh, Philip? Then you have no problems. Also, what about the time when you threatened to do it?
So it doesn't make sense what you say. Again, it was all a stupid trap. You know what I'm saying?
So you did it then. So you did it. Okay. So you did it, but it was a trap. Okay.
That's what I mean. It's just so stupid. The stuff that people have tried to say that I did over the years, right? It just makes no sense at all.
It makes exact sense, and you tried to explain it very poorly about what happened. Oh, okay. Biggest Boss is premiering it and saying the WP champion section and the DSP fans are mentally challenged were the best parts. I haven't seen it yet. I still got to watch it before our show tomorrow.
You think it's 4 hours of boring stuff? Well, if it's 4 hours of boring stuff, then I can't help that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't worry.
Like, literally, if it's the longest documentary ever made, but at the end of the day, everyone thinks it's boring. I mean, I can't make the documentary be interesting.
Let's check the comments.
All I can do is add information and my own experience to it to try to add supplemental information and explain situations.
Let's check the comments then.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see if it's looking boring.
If it's boring, it's boring. Right?
Let's check the comments. Can we check those? Get a good taste of what people are thinking? Kind of scared to do that, huh? Not sure that would work out well, huh?
Spawn Killer did two super chats. The first, he says, when you were a wrestling fan, did you live in to face Meltzer? And he meant to say Dave Meltzer. I've heard of him, and I think that he had interaction. I told you I used to watch that show. I keep forgetting the name of it. The guy who's here in Bothell, Washington.
Oh, yeah. G.I. Joe.
I totally forget his name.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I used to listen to that sometimes.
Who was that? Starscream?
Ages
that was
ago.
Transformers. Hang on.
When I was more
Dino
into wrestling.
Riders?
And sometimes he would have interaction with Dave Meltzer
okay.
on his show.
Dave Meltzer.
Brian
Gotcha.
Alvarez. Thank you. That's what it is. Brian Alvarez.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking
watched
the same
his show
thing.
and I liked it. Or I listened to his show and I liked it. But yeah, so that was it. That's you know.
Brian Boitano, absolutely correct. Nancy Cardigan. Or was it Nancy Kerrigan? Yeah, Nancy Kerrigan. That's what I was thinking of.
See, that's the thing. Sambuca says, I guess compared to like Rikita, it's boring. Nick Rikita. But here's the thing. You're right. Like now, when you start to hear stories about people who consider
let's bring up actual, people that are on trial to go to jail as a comparison for me to make me sound better. Okay, gotcha. Let's go.
Or internet drama, lolcows, or whatever.
Uh-huh.
You think, oh, it's the guy who literally ran a fundraiser for like 10 years straight and kept the money and never gave it to any charity, despite saying publicly that he did. Or you think the guy who publicly scammed and doxed people and did these horrible things. The guy who faked cancer. The guy who's doing drugs
here we
and
go.
blow. The guy who's doing this. That's what you're thinking. Like, literally, none of that is going to be in my documentary. None of it's ever happened.
That's why you're more interesting to me. I know some people like those horror cows, but that's why it's more interesting, because it's more low-level, scummy shit. It's not like life or death situations where kids are getting fucked, thank God. The only person that's getting screwed is the fans in your audience, and also a declawed cat and a wife that could have a much better life elsewhere. That's why it's interesting, actually. But okay.
But compared to these people who people like to blow up as the drama people on YouTube, I am very boring. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even understand like what warranted the 4 hours, except that people kept asking for it because my detractors are so fucking loud and annoying.
Yeah, we asked Joon for 4 hours.
Yelling for it. But I don't think anything warrants
Joon, 4 hours, please.
This documentary to be that long. I just don't get it. I don't know what's going to be in it that, besides going through every piece of minutia, that probably isn't that interesting. Right?
We'll see. We'll see. Oh, big ups, B-Set Hog. I'm getting excited then. We'll see. Tomorrow, that being said, by the way, we'll get into it. And tonight as well.
There's no way you guys could even watch the whole thing yet. Because it came out. Okay, I take it back. I guess you could have. It started at 9. And it's 3 hours, 42 minutes. And now it's almost 1. So technically you could have watched the whole thing. Right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, a lot of people are basically saying they skipped through a lot of it. It's the same stuff that's already been said.
Right, definitely.
The RTU one was way more interesting.
Right, definitely. Uh-huh. Nothing to worry about then, huh?
Yeah, and the I Justine thing. It's so dumb because it lasted 10 seconds. It was
when you do fucked up shit that only lasts 10 seconds, it doesn't mean it wasn't fucked up. That's the thing, right? That's the thing. Do I have to bring it up? Yeah, it did take 10 seconds, but here's what you said, okay? Just in case someone might forget out there. This is exactly what they said. We'll read it just for completion's sake, right? We want to make sure we have all the facts out here. So here we go. Justine is busy getting gangbanged by EA executive staff all weekend. The only fucking reason she was actually hired in the first place. Now that doesn't seem very chill and positive to me. It did only take 10 seconds, but unfortunately, that doesn't really save it from being an abhorrent thing to say about someone that you are just jealous of, right? And it only took 10 seconds. Cool.
It was me in my stream chat, not even saying something publicly in a video.
Saying things in a public chat is public. Just like.
But in my stream chat, on a bad day, I was upset about something, and I
upset about something? Upset about her being in a place of above you in the gaming landscape? Is that what you're upset about? So what do you do when a woman is above you? You accuse her of getting to where she is by being gangbanged. That's how we deal with that? Oh, okay. Thank you. Yes, this is private. Everything I say in here is private in my chat. Thank you.
But in my stream chat, on a bad day, I was upset about something, and I said a stupid bad comment insulting about iJustine in my stream chat.
Yes.
My detractors clipped that and put it.
Is that the bad part? That's the bad part? Screenshot accusing someone of being where they are because they gangbanged a company. Okay. Great defense here. Man, we're going to have fun tonight, huh?
In their content, they blew it up. They went to her and harassed her saying, did you hear that this streamer guy said this about you?
Harassed meaning someone tweeted at her, yes.
She responded, oh, that's pretty messed up. And that was literally...
Nope, she said this guy clearly needs help. That was the exact thing she said, but let's go.
The end of it. And then, later I apologized for it, and that's it. There's not even anything there.
Later, he apologized after someone told him in his chat, did you ever apologize to iJustine? He said, okay, now I'll do it. That's what he said. Now I'll do it. I'll show you. Let's start the debunk right now. Why not? We're just going to lie like this. All right, let's go. All right. So, here we go. iJustine. Let's see the apology for iJustine. You tell me the sincerity here.
iJustine. $10,000. Draw. All right, this is crazy. All right, let's talk. YOLO Dabber tipped me $1. He says, Phil, I was trying to think of ideas to help you raise funds, and I was wondering what you thought. For $10,000, you could Skype with you-know-who and just talk. I'm sure it would draw a ton of interest. Sorry if this makes you mad, not my intention. All right, so for $10,000. For $10,000.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I agree. I would Skype with iJustine, and I would apologize for my very sexist and nasty sexual comments about her a couple years ago, because I do feel now that those were in the wrong, and I should have never made those comments. For $10,000, I will Skype with iJustine and personally apologize to her for being an asshole. There.
Okay, you guys tell me. How sincere was that apology? Okay. You tell me. You tell me.
There at all of any substance. Nothing happened.
You tell me.
The fact that it's in here means that you know that these idiots talked about it endlessly like it was something of meaning, right?
Okay, I'll just keep this up here because this is the thing that doesn't have meaning. Just in case some people might think, I don't want people to think there's no meaning here, of course. So this is the thing he's talking about that has no meaning. Okay, just to be clear here. Here, I'll put it right there. This has no meaning, okay?
Know that these of any substance. Nothing happened.
Okay, wait.
And that was literally the end of it.
Uh-huh.
And then later I apologized for it. And
I pledged you the apology?
That's it. There's not even anything there at all of any substance. Nothing happened.
Okay.
But the fact that it's in here means that you know that these idiots talked about it endlessly like it was something of meaning, right?
Okay. So, again, who can decide if this is something of meaning or not?
It's just so dumb.
This is dumb. Saying something like this is dumb. Blaming detractors for it is even dumber.
Thank you, Volsair, for 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate that.
Big ups, JE 5150. Yeah, you know what? I'm starting to think it's full of a lot of slander. iJustine, the crime that iJustine that raised Phil's ire so much was she was hosting E3. That is the beginning and end of it. Oh, her career in general, she's still making YouTube videos, but she's
And SRK incel posts, you're talking about things from 20 plus years ago.
Those incel posts.
Me in my early 20s getting drunk at night and doing dumb posts on a stupid website.
Yeah, the incel ones, those are pretty hype, dude. Okay.
It doesn't. It's dumb. It's dumb shit. Obviously, it's like the brain of an intellectual moron who just fucking doing dumb shit at night, trolling on the internet and saying dumb things. Right?
Well,
none of it matters. It's pointless shit.
Okay. He is feeling it now. Can you tell?
No, Kat's not playing anything. Kat was going to play Star Wars Outlaws, and then I told her about it, and she's like,
well, just for the record here, let's just check on those posts. I mean, they're meaningless, right? So the post here, just to read it, just in case anyone hasn't heard this before, the posts we're talking about here are not just, he kind of tried to make it seem not so important, but these are 10, look how long this post is, by the way, but Philip was 21 years old, and he said all women are these 10 things. Extremely selfish and self-centered, too busy feeling sorry for herself to anyone else, and you know the list. And later he said, even my own mother, which is a little bit weird. And he said things like a total slut, total tease, total liar, and he even said that my mother was like that. So just makes you think about, makes you think a little bit. For me personally, seems a little weird. Not just cringy shit. And we all done cringy shit, but I will say this. I posted this to me because here we go. I'm talking about, but can someone here explain to me why every woman I've encountered is one or more of the above, or why women always says they want nice guys but then seem to act otherwise? I'm not just talking about women I've been in relationships with. I'm talking about friends, relatives, the ex-girlfriends of some of my male friends, and hell, even my own mother. Okay.
like, I'm not playing that. She had no idea the whole game was stealth. It like the whole first 5 hours, you're mostly doing stealth, and it's fucking boring, right? Everyone who end, guys, it's 1 o'clock. Thank you for chilling with me here on the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to everyone who supported in some way. Over 600 viewers, 261 likes. We got a few super chats, a few members. Hopefully we'll hit the tips goal. At this point, that's what I'm nervous about right now.
I'm nervous.
Here we are. We went the whole show, and we're at not even $40. Hopefully we'll get some tips during the gameplay here today, and the streak continues, right? Okay. All right, so guys, thank you so much. I hope that you guys enjoy. I hope to see you tonight, obviously, for my reacting the very first part of the Joon the King documentary. All right, I hope you'll make it. If you can't make it, it'll be archived over on the DSP Reacts channel. I hope you'll stick around right now if you're on the show and you want to watch some Black Myth Wukong gameplay. That would be awesome definitely. If you can stick around.
Definitely got to get there.
So thanks. And tomorrow I'll be back. And tomorrow it's going to be a podcast with Black Ops 6 Beta, which I'm very excited for because I liked it on Saturday. I'm looking forward to more. Okay. Thank you guys so much.
Can't wait for that.
Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Peace out.
Thank God. We will go live.
Right. Going to that animation. I pressed the God.
Someone donated 100. Streak continues. There we go. So that's how easy it is, guys. Beg for money, and you will get it. The streak is still going on. I will get out of here right now. And you know what's going on tonight. 9 p.m. Debunking the Debunk with Doomer Ziggy. Part 1. We're here all week, Monday to Thursday. And we'll do just like we did today. So when he says something insane, I will bring up the clip that gives you the truth. This will be the one place, as Philip always likes to say. This will be the one place to come when you want to see all the debunks being debunked. But you're all legends, all right? Don't forget it. And I'll see you tonight. Bye.
I'm horny as hell.
Thanks for listening to WPIG 1651.